What? No, about 20 minutes on this account I'll have boxes. Man, open. Oh, you motherfucker. Man. No, you don't need a chicken and a biscuit. These are not for bubbies, they're for me. Want one? What the fuck is a TV remote? Oh, there it is. Hey, Serena, I'm just waiting on this account. I got about 20 more minutes or so to unlock boxes. Yeah, I seen that. How is Maverick doing? Zarina, you didn't take over my live earlier. I did see that. I'm like, oh fuck, that's funny. My main account is for civil discussion. I mean, yeah, on occasion we'll talk shit on my main account, but as far as any creator coming in there hot, like absolutely hot at another creator, no, I don't allow that. Not on my main account anyway. Now, once I unlock the boxes on this account, this is my free-for-all account. So if you come hot up into the boxes, you better be prepared. Well, there is that. I guess I ran across East Nasty, I guess, is going to fire shots at me. Oh, well. It seems she didn't like me calling her a uncircumcised penis. Well, I mean, that's what it kind of looked like to me. I remember chicken and a biscuit crackers used to be bigger than this. I'm pretty sure.
No, your mouth is just smaller.
Rude. Did you just say I have a big mouth?
No.
Well, it kind of sounded like you were saying I had a big mouth.
That is not at all what I said. I said your mouth used to be smaller.
Which would indicate I have a bigger mouth.
That doesn't mean you have a big mouth.
Bad you couldn't drop pictures in the comment section of lives. Well, that might be a good thing, actually.
Why? What photo do you want to drop?
Well, not that kind of photo.
No, not. Stop it.
Ain't nobody need to see your boobies but me.
I don't have those.
Yes, you do.
I'm getting my surgery.
What, using duct tape?
Ooh.
I love you.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Well, apparently that game don't want to load. That stick to the roof of your mouth? Oh my God. Stop it, Lena. My wife's not even in the live.
No. I'm in bed. Being ignored.
Well, you're not. I'm talking to you.
Think it through.
Huh?
Think it through.
Oh, well. I forgot you do have her phone number.
Who?
Huh?
What is my phone number?
Lena?
Oh.
Look. Are you kidding me? I can't ignore Mrs. Aldo because Mrs. Aldo then just comes out and starts pinching my nipples.
No, wait.
Yeah, even though she is AI. Blech. Do. There, another one. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that that Maverick really hates you. Somebody else was trying to convince me of that once. Who the fuck was that? What's up? Well, I want to say it was either Craig or Augie, but I can't remember. Oh, it could have been. Yeah, no, it could have been booze. I just remember somebody else was trying to convince me of that. All right, dogs, one more. There you go. Ooh, good catch, Mama. You make him crash. You do not make booze crash out.
I don't think that's possible.
Oh, what? Megan? Oh, Craig? Oh, yeah. Look, a lot of people make Craig crash out.
Craig makes Craig crash out.
Now you want to start when I'm going to go outside and smoke. I swear to God, this Xbox hates me. Oh, I don't have any mods on this account. Are you kidding me?
You ever do one?
No, my Aldo Rain account.
No.
Let's see.
No, you don't. I don't follow that one.
I'll tell you in a minute. Well, Mrs. Freya has to come in to the live.
Why?
For me to mod you.
I don't even follow that account.
I have. I have 6 minutes left before the box is unlocked. Bleh. Do. Woohoo! I about dropped my Pepsi. That'd have been bad. Oh, fucking gutter leaks. Oh, I already had one out here. Apparently I already had one out here. Wait. Look, I want to say this clearly. I have no animosity towards Laura at all. I mean, she didn't have to delete her. Set myself on fire. That's what it is. Oh shit. Oh, button. Yeah, I mean, that's what people are saying, that she deleted her account, but I wonder if she just blocked a bunch of people. Hey, Terry. This is my Sunday hoodie that I've had for years. Like, shit. 12 years? $10, something like that. Oh, it's probably Petty Betty. It's probably Amanda and freaking Angel and all Dr. Unicorn, all them fucking weirdos. I'm sure once I get box access on this account, they're going to broadcast it, so. Flag comment. What? I mean, oh. Okay. You yeeted yourself. The hell did you do? Have that on a timer?
Everybody's using my picture, and I'm waiting on my Netflix special.
You're famous.
I'm TikTok famous. Oh my God. Hi, Grinch.
Hey, Grinch.
It's Lena. As soon as you said the word boom, somebody shot a firework off outside.
Oh gosh, that's funny.
And the boom hit right at the same time. I'm like, holy.
Oh shit! I gotta plug my phone in. I can't
Plug
be
your
like
phone
Yeah,
in. Don't pull a.
I can't be like Chapo in this motherfucker.
No doubt.
Hi, Carrie. Yeah, as soon as you said boom, it went busting outside. It's like, well, okay.
I'm famous. That's all that
Oh, I
matters
sent
right
you a
now.
DM, Lena.
I'm fucking famous.
I still can't
Do they
believe
not?
last time.
That's like the biggest troll win ever today. Biggest.
How many videos has she made today?
Oh, I don't know, bunch, and accounts and Oh, I
After
don't know.
she didn't want to be involved in the drama last night.
I don't know. I've only heard. I haven't seen any.
I haven't either.
I don't care. And then the Lady J made one, I guess, because I don't know. I guess it's a flex that I only block. I don't unblock. The unblocking's up to Mrs. Freya, not me. That's not my job. I don't run my own lives either. Bitch, I've been on this platform forever. I never run my own lives. What the fuck? I'm like, is that supposed to hurt my feelings? I don't know.
So on this account, I'll give them exactly 30 seconds to be chatty in the basement or get in a box, whoever they are. Otherwise, I'm not blocking anybody on this account. I care less. It's not my main.
You don't care about the do you want me to deal with the troll accounts that come in to report?
Yeah, if
Okay.
if they're troll accounts that we know they're troll accounts, then yeah.
All right. Otherwise, Serena, I ask. If you don't know, just ask. But we don't. Aldo doesn't do campers without participation.
Yeah, don't come in and just. I mean, it's cool if you want to come in and hang out, but at least participate in the conversation a little bit.
Well, you're no fun. I just like to sit and watch.
We don't do no faceless, no troll.
Unless we know the faceless account.
Unless we know the faceless. If you don't know them, if it's not an obvious troll account.
There's your first one. Guess
I got it.
1337.
I got it.
See, I was even watching the door.
Yeah,
Okay.
user accounts are an automatic block.
We got you. Carrie, you're never a problem. It doesn't matter. So, hi, Miss Ona.
Hi, Ona.
Hey,
Hi,
Ona,
Ona.
I'm a star. I have a whole live stream going on where everybody's using my picture on the TikTok, and they're all screaming over there. Lena, we love you. Lena, we're fans. Lena, we're obsessed with you. Lena, marry me. It's nice. It's good.
Hell. Oh, there we are.
Do they not understand how big of a troll win that is? I don't know. I don't think they do.
I don't see any of their content anyway.
I don't either. I know, Ona. I'm leveled up to Ona level, but just still underneath you a little bit because you are Ona. I'm getting there, girl. Daddy said you're not anybody
Hi,
until
Freya. How are you
everybody,
tonight?
until everybody has your name in their mouth. So I'm working on it, honey. Rent free. You spent your whole day obsessing about Lena and Aldo.
You have to, babe, you have to follow me on this account before I can add you as a mod.
That's pretty funny.
That'd be good.
Your wife came in and didn't follow the host.
Now wait a minute. She's still AI, and she's and she's the DV problem. So I mean,
I mean, it takes her a minute
Gotta
to
stay.
accomplish it. Oh my God, please do. Oh my God, Serena, that would be so funny. Considering you're the only one that's ever gone the whole she's going the distance. I think that would be hilarious.
Add moderator. There. Now you're mom.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. And you know what, Mrs. Freya? I don't want a gosh damn it tutorial of how to unblock people. Fuck that shit. I don't want to do it at all. So there's that. I can use them for templates. Oh no. That's funny. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. Hey, Booze.
What's up, booze?
Hi, Booze.
Hey, you guys.
Hey,
Hi,
Miss
Ona.
Ona.
Okay, so I have some tips for your your pages dedicated to you. So first and foremost, it has to have a catchy name, and it has to use Lena's name in the account name. In some, it has to be derogatory. You can't be nice. Okay, it has to be mean.
Right.
Second, you have to watch daily every single video or her stories on Lena's page, and not just her main page, but all of her other pages.
I only have another. It's crashing out.
Now
Using
you've got you've got all that.
Yeah.
And I'm just telling you, I'm just giving you the tips for just coming from my own Ona universe. Like there's at least 6 or 8 accounts that are dedicated solely to Ona content. Now, the last and most important piece, you cannot forget this piece. No matter what Lena says in her videos, you must provide some sort of fake receipt, some sort of fake BS thing to be able to declare Lena is a liar, Lena is delusional, Lena is blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't, I mean, she could tell you what the weather is reading off of the weather map. Your troll page needs to say that she's lying about the weather. Okay? It's very important.
Very.
Otherwise it won't work. You know, it just won't resonate, it won't take off. And I'm sorry to tell you this, but and I don't know how you're going to take this. But you have to spend at least 6 to 8 hours a day scrolling Lena content. Okay? and that's not including the time that you have to put aside just to make the videos. Okay? So this is it's going to take all of your time, all of your attention, and that's just how it is. I'm sorry. But the fake receipts are the most important thing.
Most important.
Like I did a video about how my mother and my sister accused me of somehow closing out my grandfather's grave, right? And now there is a fake receipt for the cemetery that came from the contract package with the location of the gravesite. And it's like, yeah, you can go there, but there's no gravesite there. So I went ahead and I put on there, I said, put a picture of the gravesite, an actual current 2026 photo of the heads of it's not a headstone, it's the one that goes and lays on the ground.
Oh, shit.
Take a picture of that, and then you'll have your receipt.
Wait a minute, Miss Ona. You didn't say anything when you came up into this box about me having to argue with the troll accounts.
Okay, no. Now we're switching over to the other side. I was just talking to, I believe it's
Banana bitch. Banana bitch.
Is
No,
it Serena that's going to make the pages?
No. Yeah, Serena's going to make all the pages.
Okay, so now we have to go to your plan. Now
They
your
have to
plan.
be themed. They have to be themed like they came from Banana Bitch or Miss Liza Lot. So
Something
just
like
so she knows. Okay, got it. Moving
but
forward.
your job, right?
Oh no.
You only make videos, like you don't answer every single one, right? And in fact, you're not going to check every day. You can set a timer for once a week. You can set a timer for once every like 3 days or whatever. You don't have to check every day.
Okay.
So you just go in and you go through what's been posted, and then percolate on it. What do you want? What do you want to say if you want to say anything?
There's coffee. I'm in.
There you go. Okay. But that's how it works. And I'm only speaking from experience and as you know, having my own troll parade after me. Yeah.
I encourage this behavior. I'm going to say this for the window lookers. Pay close attention. I encourage this behavior. I implore you to do what makes you happy.
Be creative.
And to get it in while you can. I also encourage you to use your best penmanship when the mailman comes to your door. And then I further encourage you to take it and rip it in half on a video or go walk through it. And then we'll move on to phase 2. But get them in now. Get it out of your system. I support your goal.
All you can do is support their goals.
Oh gosh.
There's no other way around it. You just
That's
support
right.
their goals.
It's so funny, dude. It's so funny. Yeah, I want you guys, since she's sucking on your left labia lip, I want you guys to ask Jenny Schaefer and Fancy how that went for them in court, and if they want me to post the video I took over the back of my shoulder of the whole court proceedings in segments like it's a mini series. I can do that.
Oh God.
I can do that. We can do that. Otherwise, I'm not going to see it.
Right.
But I will thank you in advance for bringing traffic to my page that I'm not monetized on.
That's what's so funny. They seem to think that they're impacting monetization, but you and I are not monetized.
I never will be. I was.
I never will. No, I'm never going to do that.
Before I knew there was a dark side of TikTok, when Gen X busted out on the platform, I ended up making videos to help older Gen X learn how to use the platform, and had like a Discord where I help people figure out niche and cross platform. I ended up being an agent underneath the president of Global Variety. He's such a great guy. So I really watched all these people really exhaust themselves for monetization. And I don't even do TikTok shop anymore. They won't take the cart down, but it's still there, but I don't even do it. It's exhausting. It takes the fun out of it. If I wanted to violate my Social Security disability work limits, I would go back to medical school and finish what I couldn't finish when I broke my back.
I was not happy with the way everything, my entire, I tried to monetize. It lasted literally 1 week. And, I was so confused and I felt completely, what's it called? Censored.
Yes.
I got
Yeah.
so many violations after I went monetized.
Mm-hmm.
It was like they were looking for reasons to violate my videos.
No, they're not eligible for the Creator Rewards program if they don't fall within their very rigid guidelines.
And if they don't qualify, you get a penalty.
That's right.
And so it's like, wait a minute, you're penalizing my account for something I don't even care about. I don't want this. So I ended up shutting it all down and turning it off.
Yeah, I hear you. A lot of people felt that way.
Well, I mean, how can you not feel that way? As soon as you monetize, you're automatically censored. Like there's no room.
Like if you do a duet, you're censored.
Yeah.
If you lip sync, you're censored. You have to do original content where you must be speaking. It must not be recopies. You have to do. It's so crazy. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I was not impressed with it. I'm not for it.
Yeah,
And
pin broken it down here.
it just feels too censored, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, that's so they don't have to pay you for your. I mean, it's all about the money for TikTok.
Right.
That's why that's why the agencies push battling so hard because as an agent, I made a percentage of the coin everyone made on their page. So
On the
that's why
outside.
we do so much battling. So
Yeah, I don't do any of that stuff.
no, it's a very rare thing. I did it like once, maybe two times in the agency, and then I did it once, to help finance me going out after back surgery and putting myself in freaking pain for 2 months for somebody else who's an ungrateful little skankalot. That's what I did.
Sir Skankalot.
An ungrateful little skate-a-lot.
Right. I'm for real. I mean, are you serious?
It is the internet. Just because it's called TikTok doesn't change the fact that it's still the internet. Remember what we used to say all the time back in the late 90s, early 2000s, be careful on the internet.
Hey, Nikki.
Even later. Just those.
Hey, Nikki.
Set my hair on fire or something. I am not you.
You are not going to set your hair on fire.
Put away the blowtorch. This is Aldo. Put away the blowtorch.
I mean, I've got a fire extinguisher right there.
That's
Lordy,
mine.
Lordy.
Oh, it's any good, so.
Yeah, it is. It's got a
I'm
charge.
like, I'm patiently waiting for the football games to go wonderfully because I don't watch them. So Choppa's all excited when they're done.
Yeah.
That's what I'm ready for.
Well, his team has number one seed, so
Yep.
I don't watch football anymore at all. When I was married, oh my God. And when I was married, the entire weekend, the TV was tuned into this matchup and that matchup, and then they have to do this bowl game and this championship, and oh my God. And then the brackets. The brackets. We got to do the bracket. We got to do the bracket. I'm like, what
So-
the?
my wife drew a line on me one weekend because I had the TV on and I had the games all broke down into boxes like what you see here. And she
Yeah.
goes, okay, no.
No.
I was back
No,
on TV.
Yeah.
not doing that.
I'm gonna have to find out whose live that is. Maybe I'll put it on rewatch and laugh at it later. Nah, I'm not gonna do that either.
Not worth it.
It's funny, bro. I just fucking love. They're so serious.
They are. It's hilarious.
I
They're
just,
so convincing. Wait, and this is how it is. Okay, welcome to the live stream. We're here to hate us some Lena. Today we're gonna hate us some Lena. We ain't gonna hate us some Lena, cause fuck that stupid bitch. She's fucking troll. I can't believe you trust that stupid bitch. That lady, stupid bitch.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Waiting for him to have an aneurysm over there.
I swear.
How the hell did you light so many fuses on so many tampoons when you really haven't said anything about anybody for months?
Oh, because they all joined the Illuminati and drink the blood of children with frickin' Mr.
No.
Sorry over there.
She's the queen of the lesbians.
She's the queen of the lesbians, and she's Elena. All that.
That's I'm Lena.
You didn't tell me you were royalty.
I'm famous. I'm gonna get my TikTok star on the boardwalk.
There you go.
I'm gonna find
Troll of the year. I need to go to the top of the whiteboard for the most hated troll on TikTok.
But I'm going to send her a crown for Queen of the Lesbians.
You know what? You sure I can't pay for a billboard?
You cannot pay for a billboard.
What if I send him the money?
Because now I just want to pay for a billboard and put Lena's coffee time on it and go, Lena, that's me. Just so when they're driving to work, they see her.
Can we please strategically place all those billboards very close on the way to work for everybody that hates me?
Oh, Jesus.
And I'm Gen X. I hope you hate me.
That's
Yeah.
just fucking
If
hilarious.
you don't hate me, I'm not doing my job. Hey, Chapo.
It's Chapo.
It's Jippo.
Bonjour, oui, it is Paris Marie.
It is buddy.
Wait, did she just?
Like every time I see her name, it just pops in my head.
How's football?
It's all right. I'm watching these Eagles try to make a comeback on these 49ers.
Well, I love that. Do you know what's happening right now? Choppa
Well,
choppa.
I hate the Eagles more than I do the 49ers, so fuck the Eagles.
well, I'm just watching. I don't really give a shit who wins out of this game. I'm
My
waiting on
only.
this. I'm waiting
I'm
on this
sorry.
Chargers Patriots game tonight. That's coming on in 45 minutes.
Well, then you're going to miss it because my onlyest fans are holding a whole ass live stream where everybody has my picture up and they going to hate them some Lena. We going to hate. Welcome to the live. We going to hate us some Lena. Today we hating some Lena. We going to hate us some Lena.
Oh yeah.
I'm famous.
What's your Paris?
I'm famous.
Huh?
What's your Paris question? Holy fuck, am I having an aneurysm?
Hey,
Oh,
Mother
no.
Liz.
I don't smell toast.
I think you're having a stroke. If you're not, would you like one?
We all have questions, Paris. Rarely do we ever get answers.
I want to know what the question is.
Yeah, I'm curious now.
She reeled us in.
This is how she does it too. She snags us, and then we're stuck on Paris.
Paris, you can get in a
We're
box.
all waiting for the
I
question.
heard her say that in her fucking video.
Oh, I don't know.
She called
What, in this live?
Was Monique's dying husband when? No. When?
By any of us.
The only thing that was said was, and I don't remember if it was you, Lena, or somebody else, said that she has more important things to worry about than TikTok. That's it.
And being ugly on TikTok. And was it this morning?
Was it this morning?
I don't know. I can go look at it, but it wasn't anything disrespectful. I told her, I said to everybody over there, everyone, including her, has more to worry about serious things in real life on TikTok. And ugly in is ugly out. So no, I did not disrespectfully bring up her husband, but of course they would spin that narrative. Of course.
Puppies.
Good God. So they're all over there on victim talk is what's going on. I'm a victim. Then I sit over in live streams and talk shit about other people and lie and fucking throw false jackets and do stupid shit when none of us were talking about any of them.
And use AI for fake receipts.
Right.
so like just
Yeah.
real
Oh,
quick.
oh no, you're good, Miss Parrish. You're good.
So
You
just
know-
real quick. Nobody tried to play victim, and like even I think most people have figured me out by now. I'm always gonna come up with. I'm always gonna hear, see, read. I'm always gonna make my own decision, right? Like I'm never gonna jump on a fucking train and be like, oh, well, this person was dead. Like I heard what you said, and like I can understand the concept of saying, hey, listen, we all got more important shit to worry about than this fucking app. I agree. I agree that we all have more important shit to worry about, right? But from Monique's point of view, and if it were me and my husband were dying and somebody said some shit like that to me, it's kind of like a low blow. Like whether it was intended that way or not, it's kind of a low blow to say.
Okay, so I'm going to say this super gently. I have been silent and away from all of them since the third week of October. They sit over there and fucking run their mouth, and she participates. But
Well,
the
and these are
lie,
all
let me
and these are all
finish. Let
details
me.
outside of the
I
scope
know.
of like this one thing. Like
Let me
Lena,
finish, Miss
He
Lady.
just was. It was.
And and I'm supposed to be okay with lies, false jackets, laughing, making fun, participating with all that shit, and them flat out fucking being awful. But I am supposed to say, from Monique's point of view, it's not okay to say she has more important things in her life to worry about than being ugly and participating in all that over there. I'm gonna say gently, I don't give a fuck.
well,
Can I
I
ask
I
what
I
was
didn't
think
said
say anything
hold,
wrong.
specifically?
hold on one second, Serena. I understand that, like, I don't know the backstory of everything that has happened, all of what has been said. What I don't know all of that, and honestly, like, all of that is not why I'm here. It's this one thing, and I'm not saying you could. All I'm saying is that in that moment, right? Like, I can understand you were fucking irritated, you're pissed off,
No,
you're
I
if you.
wasn't.
What, and maybe I mean maybe you were, I don't know. It sounded like you were at least frustrated, and maybe I'm reading that wrong. Maybe I'm
No,
missing the
ma'am.
tone,
No.
misinterpreting the tone.
Yeah, I always sound like
Well,
this.
could I say something real quick?
But eh, like sometimes it's just a matter of delivery, you know?
Right.
And I'm gonna
So wait a minute,
continue.
wait a minute, wait a minute. Are you saying that she, Lena, or whoever was in the live may have said something negative about this woman's husband, but didn't realize it, and it
That's
came
what I'm
across
trying
that
to
way
know.
with
So
the
okay,
tone?
I
Lena
want to know
in the
what was said.
live, Lena in the live made a statement, and she just reiterated essentially what she was saying was that people have more important things to do, and that Monique needs to worry about her dying husband and not TikTok. And then there was some statement about karma or something along
How
those
is
lines.
that different?
Oh, I remember that. I saw
Yeah,
that. I
how
was
is
in the
that?
live when that happened.
And if that hurts her feelings, she needs to go look in the mirror at why that statement would affect her, because I'm not sitting over here crying about all the fucked up shit they say about me, Aldo, and Chapo every day. So
Yeah.
Lena,
So hold on, hold on. So Lena and I sit here every day, called liars, had the most amazing lies told about us. I mean, right now, there's an AI video of a conversation that isn't me, but it sounds like me and it's identified as me. And we're supposed to sit here and be quiet, but we say, "Oh, there's better things to do." I was in the live. It was both on the screen and it was in the comments. Nobody said anything negative. It was a move on kind of a situation. And
Move a blanket.
now, later in the day or the next day, now we're hearing, "Oh, you said something about her husband." Are you serious right now?
go be a victim
well,
somewhere
Yeah,
else.
no, this is out of pocket.
but
This is manufactured.
but
This is
Yes.
can
absolutely
I?
manufactured.
But you guys have to understand, I'm not coming here on
No,
behalf
we're
of
not
Monique.
upset at you, honey.
I
We're not.
know, and I'm not asking these questions because I don't know what Monique's feeling about it. She didn't seem upset about it. She didn't seem mad about it, but I haven't had a conversation with her, so I really don't know.
Well,
Nothing was manufactured to me. I literally scrolled into a live
I
and
know about the live.
listened to the clip that was playing. Like that is what
Like
happened. It
Okay,
wasn't like
that live, let me fill you in, Miss Paris. That live is being held by someone who Amanda knowingly falsified police documents, stalked and harassed and lied on. And the only reason that live is going on is because I have the proof. I already became accountable for repeating her shit to Banana Bitch. Banana Bitch, when this all happened, went into a live with the Moron Mafia and sat there, and I have it, said straight up, this had nothing to do with Amanda. I went after her because she was her pet and love. This has always been about Lena and getting her. I could give less And
I don't know anything
zero
about any of
fucks.
this.
I know
Like
you don't,
all of
babe.
that is off my radar, and
This has
I'd like it
been
that way.
really
It's not off your radar. That's the
fucked.
point.
It's not.
Off
Stop.
your radar.
No,
That's
but that's
why we're
not part
here.
of that's not part of this conversation. I'm
Okay.
talking about this one very
No,
specific
well,
thing,
I'm
right?
filling you in. I don't care about any specific.
So
They're all over there
hold on,
becoming victims
I'm not
because
saying
it's
anybody's
Slam
innocent
Lena.
anywhere. I'm not saying anybody's innocent anywhere.
I'm
Like
not. I'm
hang on,
innocent.
I'm
All I did was repeat what Amanda said because I believed her.
I'm just trying to.
I didn't do dick
So
to
like
any of these
my
people.
question was ultimately going to be this to kind of like in and out of the conversation real quick was like what your intent behind that statement like
I had
it's
no
it
intent. I'm
no
not a
but Lena
malicious person.
just hold on a second. It was hard to read because it almost sounded like a underhanded low blow. But that's like I'm trying to ask you, like, was it meant to be an underhanded low blow, or was it just this simple statement that maybe I'm misinterpreting, right? That is
Mhm.
saying, hey, you got more important shit to deal with, right? Like I'm trying to understand, and I'm asking you for
yeah,
clarification.
and she clarified.
You know what?
I
You're making
Right,
clarified
a
it.
She
conclusion
said it
when
was a
it
general
wasn't one.
statement.
And you're just
right, and again, so that's what
Yeah.
that
Can I say something real
right.
They're
Like
quick?
we've
just all
been there.
gathering up over there to do what the fucktards do. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. It'll get you violated. What they do is they go gather and smear and twist and tort. And that's what people like Amanda and Angel and Lady J and Alana Banana and anyone else who's over there, that's what they do as collective groups. And you've been around watching me long enough to know who I am and how I behave. I'm not part of the fuck with your real life crew. Did I believe her? Yes. But I never fucked with anybody's real life. I don't do that shit.
Well, and I know
You
you're
should
Okay,
very,
can I
never,
you
say
and I are
something
I
both
real
would
very
never
quick?
do that.
Hold on.
straightforward
Hang on,
people.
let Serena talk. Let Serena talk. She's been trying to get in here.
So a couple of points. First point is that if we don't know how Monique feels about it, I'm not sure why it's a topic of discussion. If it bothers her, I guess she can say something. But second of all, we all know that whatever you bring to the app, people are going to have opinions on. So if there's, and I think it's a pretty popular opinion that if you're dealing with some serious life stuff, whether that's personal health issues, family members, having issues, whatever, I mean, it's a very common opinion that dealing with TikTok drama is kind of silly. And some people might not agree. Some people think that TikTok is a great distraction. However, other people are entitled to their opinion.
I don't know.
I mean, that's just we all know not to bring stuff to this app if you don't want people talking about it. So
Right.
it's
So like
inevitable.
if I said like right now with everything that's going on, right? And all the lies that are be putting on me and Aldo, Lena, Ona, all the lies that are going around about us. If I said right now to you, Paris, I saw your video the other day and I really liked the way you had those wreaths and those lights on your cupboards. That shit was pretty as hell. They'd be like, oh, look at Chapo kissing ass to Paris now, you know? And Paris, you've known me for a long time. I don't kiss nobody's fucking ass. But if I like something, I'm gonna tell you I like the shit. But that'll
And
get twisted now.
on the
Yeah,
point
well,
of, on the point of everything, I have blocked Monique from that page and this one. I know Lena's got Monique blocked. So if Monique has people that are monitoring my lives just to send it to her, how am I responsible for that? How is
You're
Monique
not.
responsible for that?
And that's
We're
jumper
not
cables. That's
You're
people
not,
responsible.
putting
and
jumper
that's
cables on her.
and that's probably going to get me in trouble with somebody, I'm sure. But you're not, because if you block somebody, right? You set a boundary, you blocked them. Like it's people got to understand. Like
Right.
at that point, like it's on the people in the middle if they play the back and forth game and stick themselves in the middle
Right. If
and
they go
screen
out of
record
their
and share
way to
and do all the
circumvent
things.
that, if they go out of their way to circumvent that, telling people, hey, go get this, go get that, go see what they're doing, broadcast their live, then you are actively engaging in it.
Right.
Miss Paris, I've had them all blocked, all of them, since the third week of October. Every fucking one of them.
I didn't know that.
Me, Chapo, Aldo, Pepper, we all made the decision to take the high ground because of Amanda's extreme and valid health issues. And because really, I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
I
I'm not
don't
gonna
give
lie.
a fuck.
Hold on. I'm not
And we
gonna lie.
didn't
I
talk
said some
about them at
shit.
all.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I said some shit, and I
Well,
said some vile shit,
not
and
until
but not until they said shit about me first.
that's right.
I don't ever attack. I fucking respond.
I'm reactive.
And I told him, you know, you don't want me to respond because I'm gonna talk some shit, and I'm gonna say some shit to make you fucking hate me, and I don't give two fucks what you say about me
Yep.
after that.
Yep. If you're gonna hate me, I'm going to give you a fucking reason.
I mean, I can understand that.
You've been around, I mean, just even
I can
superficially,
understand that.
Paris, long enough. I was having fun. I'm funny. My niche is I repeat everything I heard on the platform. Do you know how many people hate me for that? That's
Well, like,
fucking weird behavior.
Lena, the one thing about you
Yeah, I know
from
it
the
was in
beginning
comments.
was that you and I are very similar, right? Very rough around the edges, very straightforward to the fucking point. And sometimes the things we say because we're so direct can come off as being a fucking asshole. Even if that's what,
All of them and how we did not want them over here. And it was a general. I didn't come in and say, "Oh, I'm going to talk about Monique." I don't care about Monique. I hope your daughter enjoys the little vanity I got her for her birthday. I hope you do okay with what you're dealing with in your real life. I think you have more important things to worry about than sitting over there talking shit about Lena, Aldo, and Chapo.
well,
And
and
I stand on it.
And
I
that's
would
your
be I
opinion, and
would
you're
be
allowed to have it.
remiss. I would be
And
remiss and I would be hypocritical to disagree with that statement when it comes to anybody on this app. I said that same thing about Augie the other day, no matter whether people liked it or not. And I stand on that. There are people have their priorities when it comes to the internet so fucked up. And I'm not saying about this isn't about anybody in particular. I've been on this app for six long ass years. I've seen it time and time again with groups and groups of people. People get their priorities fucked up. People forget about what's important in the real life. They try to run away from all types of different shit. So I would be a hypocrite to say that I don't agree with the statement that people got to focus on what's important in their real life and get their priorities together. I would be, and I'm not going to be a hypocrite on that. So
Yeah. How
I'm going to be in
about
trouble for this statement.
how
There,
about don't fucking start shit with people and then sit and be a victim when someone responds with something that makes you look in the mirror and be mad at yourself because I'm right. How
well,
about
and see, like
that?
I don't like you were talking about some of the backstories in this, and people saying things for like long, and I didn't, like I didn't know about all this. Like Aldo just started recently coming back up on my For You page when I popped in here that one night a few nights ago or whatever it was. So I'm kind of in the dark on a lot of things.
Like I was
okay,
making
so Paris,
sourdough, Miss
I wanna
Paris.
show you, something, Paris, and I don't know if you know about this or not, but me and Aldo, we took the stance when you and April had your falling out, and people tried to bring that to me and Aldo repeatedly. Fucking repeatedly. Which side you standing on? Which side you standing on? And we said the same thing. Right in the motherfucking middle, motherfucker. Those are both our friends, and that's their issue. That's not our issue. We're not sticking our fucking nose in it. Let them hash it out.
Well, and I had even told Aldo it, like, in the very beginning of that, like, I don't want anybody in the middle. That was mine and April's shit. I expected nobody to be in the middle. I don't want nobody in the middle. Nobody's got to pick sides. That's between her and I, and that's that.
Exactly. And that's how we handled it. Now, if we were the pieces of shit, that they're painting us out to be, don't you think we would have been in your ear telling you one thing and then been in April's ear telling her another thing?
Or
And
at
da da
least
da
just
da da.
being a shitbag to one or the other. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like,
Miss Paris,
neither of you ever disrespected me or treated me any differently over
And we
I
didn't do it
didn't
situation.
to April either.
No, and I didn't put it in coffee time. I think I made a very light, be like there's drama there. I didn't put it in coffee time. I also didn't put BC shit in coffee time. I'm such a horrible fucking person.
Matter of fact, Serena's down here in the box. When I was running the Glory Hounds all seemed to have a problem with Serena, but I said, I don't care. I'm not going to have that problem with her. I treated Serena with ultimate respect and never talked shit about her. And
Oh,
I had conversations with Serena. And,
Serena was telling the truth about a bunch
yeah,
of people.
yeah. And fucking,
They
but
loved Serena before that.
but did I ever stab you in the back, Serena? Did I ever turn
No,
my
you
back
spoke
on
to
you?
me. You spoke to me on the phone. I was literally in tears when all
Yeah.
that first started. And you're like, no, I'm not going to get rid of you. I don't just throw people away like that.
Right.
That's what you said to me.
Thank you for that. Because see, I don't have a problem being straight up with people. What my problem is when you trash my name and call me a liar when you can't show where I lied, but you're steadily out here painting that jacket and you're saying all this weird shit. Do you know I have enough things on enough people that I could fucking ruin them?
Destroyed.
I
Literally.
could fucking ruin them, but I don't. I've never platformed anybody's real life. Me and Aldo talked about dropping audios, and I have a shit ton of them. Have we dropped
no
one
problem.
yet? Have we dropped one yet? We haven't dropped shit yet.
Other
Okay.
than me, because I have.
And that's the thing is that we could literally be what they say we are, but we're not. And I don't have a problem with letting shit go. I don't have to talk shit about people. That's not what my bag is. But if you attack me, you don't think you're gonna get this
I
mouth?
mean, you
And bro,
open up
let me
that
tell you,
door.
I can talk my ass off.
I
You
kept
open
my
up that
mouth
door.
shut
Well, and listen,
until
and I think being on this app for so long, right? I have like a different perspective of things because like you first of all, to be on here, you got to have some thick fucking skin. You better be
Right.
prepared to have some fuck shit said about you, to you, about your life, about your kids, about it don't matter. Have some thick skin because shit's gonna get crazy on here. But it,
which is
I
sad.
think a lot of
That's
people like
sad.
I think a lot of people aren't prepared for what comes on this app. And like, so when sometimes people will be like, oh yeah, so and so is talking shit. And then like, I'll finally hear the playback of it. And I'm like, I don't know if I'd really consider that talking shit though.
Yeah.
You know, like, and maybe I just have a different definition of talking shit. I don't know.
Like
Oh,
we have
yeah.
a lot
No,
of
a
we
bunch
have a
of
lot of
times,
I'm
like,
sorry. Go ahead, babe.
you're fine. Yeah, a bunch of times I was going after this person or that person, or suddenly I flipped on Courtney. Never fucking happened. Never happened. It's just like people just make shit up. It's fucking weird.
And then you have all the people that want to say, I'm not in the drama. I'm just a watcher, but then insert themselves and run their mouths and then get upset. But you guys, listen, do not pay attention to what happens to those of us that you say you're not in the drama and don't want to be in the drama. But look what happens to all of us that have to be. That there have been positions where we've been put in the drama or we've had to do what we've had to do. Do you really want this? And then you can just, or do you want something to sit over there and go, oh, Lena said this, Aldo said that, Paris said this, Serena's a liar. You guys are fucking children that peaked in the 9th grade. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. Because you didn't give a fuck about mine when you started it. Fuck your feelings.
I mean, let's be honest. 99.999% of the people in this algorithm don't give a fuck about everybody else's feelings.
I don't
We
give
give
a
a fuck
fuck.
about
do.
the people close to us. Yes, sure, right.
I
The
care
people we're
about
close
y'all's
to. Yeah,
feelings.
we're gonna care about the people we're close to. That's one thing. But like people we don't like, people we don't know, whatever. Like I'm a very fuck your feelings kind of person. Like your feelings, your feelings don't override logic, common sense, rationale, reasoning. It don't override all of that. So while feelings are important, there has to be a balance in that. Otherwise, you run around just fucking. It's a mess.
I'm not going to adjust myself to someone else's feelings. Don't mistake my sexuality for mass inclusivity and operating off feelings because it doesn't work that over here in Lena Land. I don't operate that way.
I mean, with me specifically, I can have civil discourse with somebody that I don't agree with or may not even like. I mean, the other thing, when you're calling people flip floppers, everybody has a right to reevaluate their own situation or their personal interactions with somebody, and they have a right to choose a different path. That's not necessarily flip flopping. That, like, give an example. Chapo could say some fucking shit and catch me on a wrong day, and I'd be like, "Look, motherfucker, you sawed off son of a bitch." That doesn't mean that I suddenly hate Chapo and attacking Chapo. That just means that he went foul with me or I went foul with him, and now we're having words about it. That's another thing that I think people get confused about.
Well, I mean, listen, I know April and I fucked some people up not long ago because her and I had been in a few lives like simultaneously together and civilly conversating, and I was getting text messages like, "Are you and April friends again?" I had one person text me and be like, "I can't believe you and her are cool again," and I'm like, "We're literally just having a civil conversation. Relax. Right. What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Why do people get so offended?
Whether or not
For
you
other
are
people.
armed, that's your business. That's your and April's business.
Right, like
Right.
if we decide that's up to us if we ever decided to reconcile our friendship or not. That's solely up to her and I, in fact, and that's not up to anybody else. Like I'm not asking nobody for fucking permission to be friends with or be cool with fucking anybody.
Right.
That's crazy behavior. Like I didn't even do that shit in school. Like I wasn't even one of those people that fucking I didn't even do that shit when I was in school. I'm not doing it at 37, almost 38 years old.
Oh my gosh, you're the same age as my daughter.
Oh, baby.
I love it. That makes me happy. I mean, it's just bullshit. You know, honestly, hun.
Like I have,
going-
listen, let me tell you, I have people who like,
What?
on occasion I get things said to me and they'll be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, did you see this? Oh, did you hear this?" But it's like they're involved in it, like whatever, like to some extent. And it's almost like, and it's been happening for fucking ages, and it's not any one or two people, it's been multiple people, but they expect me to
If New
like be
England
mad
plays,
or
if
upset
New England
for
wins, we
them,
play the
or, and
Bills.
I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to like not like somebody because they said something about you, or am I supposed to be mad because what am I supposed to, what?
My thing is this. If people don't want me to put their name in my fucking mouth, keep mine out of yours. It's that simple.
Because like for me to
Common
like
courtesy.
for me to like be like, I refuse to fucking talk to you ever the fuck again, fuck you, you're a piece of shit, and like really fucking be done with somebody because they said something about somebody that I cared about, it'd have to cross a serious line.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I thought
There's
we
got to be a line in the
reconciled.
sand for that. What?
I thought we reconciled, girl. I did.
I mean, geez,
You were on my friends list one day and then gone the next.
Do you
I
know
have
why?
no clue.
You know
No.
why? Because
No.
someone from your live, when I rolled in, blocked me.
Oh my god.
oh, imagine.
Yeah.
That happens a lot, and that's why we're so obsessive. I follow all those rules for the live.
That's so annoying.
You
Blocked
can't
me.
bring your personal feelings into moderating it for
No,
somebody
do you,
else.
let me tell you a story though. So one time, one of my moderators, okay, I had 4 moderators in my live. One of my moderators, who's been one of my moderators since like I was on TikTok, she's continuously been a moderator for me for the last 6 fucking years. She came in on a different account than she usually comes in on. Now, mind you, the account that she came in on isn't the one that she's modded on, but she happened to be on that one. She came in on that one. My other mod blocked that account, so she had to switch accounts, go to her mod account to unblock that account, and then it happened like 2 more fucking times.
Here comes
I finally had to say something. I'm like, you stop blocking that account, please.
That's what happened with Monique.
Like, stop blocking that account.
That's what happened with Monique one day. Aldo had me block people. She came in and unblocked them and was smart assy about it. And therefore, Aldo said no more. So that's her problem. And
Well,
I don't care about her feelings.
what I did was I dropped her as a mod, and then when Dr. Unicorn decided it was a good idea to take her other phone and platform in her live Amanda's video directed at me about a bullshit story that I threw out months ago. And all the people in that live were like, oh shit. Oh, look, not a single one of them had the respect to come to me. And I waited before I responded to it. I waited almost an hour. Not a single one of them had the respect to come to me and ask if it was true. They just ate it, lock, stock, and barrel. So I blocked all of them, like instantly.
Yeah.
And I wish them well. I sent DMs to Grumpy, King, and Queen. I sent DMs to those two, and I wish them well. And that's it. That's the end of the story. I don't want to engage with people that will take something wholeheartedly as some form of proof of bad action without asking questions.
So, and I want to ask you real quick. I want to ask you specifically about that situation. I wouldn't have, except for you just brought it up. And so you remember what day was that I came home? Thursday. I was on my way home from North Carolina, and I popped into that live when everything went haywire with Laura that night.
Right.
Afterwards, I had heard that there was some beef, quote unquote beef. I'm calling it a beef because I don't know what the fuck to even refer to it as. Something about you and Queen Slit and Grumpy. Of course, I've heard like, you know, a side to the story, right? There are three sides to every story. And I was really confused because I'm like, wait, this all happened because the information that I was given was basically a video or something was played in a live and they were in it and you got upset over said video being played and that's why this happened. No. That was the gist that I got of the situation.
It wasn't that I was Paris, you know me by now. I don't get upset.
And this is why I'm asking.
When the video was played and I watched their reactions to it, and I didn't hear a single person go, no, that doesn't sound like Aldo. I'm going to have to ask, or anything like that. Their reactions were receptive to the bullshit that was being thrown out on that live. And then I blocked them all. No hate, no malice. If you are going to take something that is just words, just words, and you're going to take that as a fact, knowing everything that I've done or even done personally for you, without giving me the respect of coming to me and saying, hey, they're talking about this. Is this true? Or even just asking me a question about it, about how I felt about it. No, they didn't do that. So why would I give them the respect of continued engagement? That's what it comes down to. I just refuse to engage with people like that.
Okay, so because the way that it, and maybe it was the way that I took it, I maybe it was my misunderstanding, but it sounded more like it was you were just upset because something was played in the presence of her. Like I didn't know obviously the part about like when you say they were being receptive, I don't know what I'm assuming they were. I'm assuming when you say they were being receptive, they were responding to confirming or affirming whatever was being said or played.
Right.
Yes.
And that's because that's what they wanted you to think. That's the narrative they're spinning.
Right. Which is again why I'm asking, right? Because I'm gonna ask.
It would be like this.
Well, I'm gonna hold on real quick.
Continued commentary.
A short example. If you ran across a live, not that you were watching it or just scrolling the NEFYP and you ran across a live, and a video of you directed at you was being played in that live of some bullshit in the past that was thrown out. And everybody in that live that you've interacted with for months and engaged with for months, not maybe necessarily considered a friend, but at least, engaged with them in a friendly manner.
Associate. Yeah. Okay.
And they all sit there and go, oh no. Oh.
I didn't know that.
So they were talking as if though the thing they were watching was absolute truth without any information. Okay.
Yes,
And now, see, I can understand from Aldo, from your position, I can understand and I can respect, like having seen that, being like, you know what, I'm just going to remove myself from this situation, because I too feel like if you don't have the respect to come to me, whether we're just friendly associates on the internet or we're legitimate friends, if you don't have the respect to come to me and say, hey, there's this video being played, like I got a couple questions, like let's talk,
Right.
I would be upset too.
Yeah. So
All I did was, like I said, I sent a message to Grumpy King, and I said, I wish you well in all your endeavors off the app. And I said the same thing to Queen.
Yep.
There was no hate, there was no malice. It was just, I'm done with the engagement, and I blocked them all. And
well,
for some reason, they can't handle that.
Well,
I don't know
and
why.
in
I don't mean to-
addition, in addition to what happened in that live where they all were like, oh, and just ate it lock, stock, and barrel like it was 100% truth. I mean, we did have the issue before with Monique going through and unblocking people from Aldo's lives against his wishes, against his
Right.
rules. And I mean,
And it seemed more targeted at Lena when she did that, because these were people
yes.
that Lena had blocked. That
Okay, and so while we're here clearing things up, right? Okay, two more things that I can think of at the top of my head. One of those being that in this conversation, it was ultimately said, and again, maybe it was my misunderstanding of what was being portrayed to me, but that you had ultimately thrown in Queen Slit's face, like helping her.
No.
Oh no! Remember when you told the story of doing
No.
the fundraiser for her, and that you thought you guys had a better relationship than that, and you could not believe
Right.
she
I
did.
use
She
that.
didn't ask you.
I use
okay,
that
hold
as
on before you
an
guys go any, hold on, Aldo, real quick. Before you guys go any further, I appreciate being here. I'm renaming this. This is not the whole box. This is the center of attention. Secondly, I'm gonna go because the Chargers are playing the Patriots, and whoever wins this game plays my Broncos. So I'm gonna go watch this game. You guys
Let's
have a
go,
great
Patriots.
night.
Okay.
Paris, it was a pleasure. Lena, Freya,
Bye, Chappa.
Brittany,
Bye.
Serena,
Have a good night,
Ona,
Choppa.
although
Bye,
you guys
Chico.
have a good
Enjoy your
one.
food
Good
bowl.
night, Chopper.
Oh yeah, and Frankie down there in the comments, fuck you, dude. So
Wow.
I will see you guys later.
Later, my
That
guy.
was funny.
All right, later.
Bye, Choppa.
So, in the course of the conversation, when I was explaining it, and I don't remember who I was explaining to it, and I was like, take for example, when she did when the fundraiser was done for her, the respect that I had given her over the months, I would have felt that she would have given me at least the same respect in reaching out to me. I used it as more of a talking point.
Right.
Not
You weren't trying to say, you weren't trying to like hold it against her or anything like that.
not at all.
Okay.
Like
can
I
understand
said,
that.
I sent a message to her directly, and I wished her well. There
I
was
have
no
the
hate, no
live-
malice.
And I can understand because I've been on the receiving end, especially in parasocial relationships and hell, even on occasion, some like what I thought were like seriously good friendships where the reciprocation was not equal.
Right.
And I mean, at some point in our adulthood, we learn like when the reciprocation isn't there, I'm just going to step away. Nothing personal, but if you're not going to hold the same energy for me, then it's not for me.
Right.
I feel
And when it comes to other things, like whether it's my daughter's records, and I'm fighting anything about that, I've always said my fight is my own fight. I don't ask people to partake in that. And I don't hold grudges if somebody chooses to stay out of it. I don't, because ultimately it's my daughter, it's my wife's daughter, it's our fight.
Right.
Now, that being said, all this other little bullshit, like this little slap hands thing that one group is doing, that could have been easily amended by saying, look, while I don't, and this is just my opinion, while I don't agree with what Aldo did with blocking me, while I don't agree with that, I don't agree with this, and I do not want to partake in this. But they're not showing that.
Right.
They're at least not, they're still continuing not to respect that. They're not respecting the block. They're not respecting the, hey, I wish you well. They're continuing on where they should have just left it alone.
And that gets fucking aggravating. on the receive. I've been on the receiving end of that type of thing, and it does get aggravating.
That's exactly who's spearheading all of this. I'm like the biggest troll win ever. Like,
Well, and then so the last thing that I wanted to clear up is so there was Brittany Cheyenne made some sort of video directed at Steph, and I did not see this video. I heard about it through the grapevine. I have not seen it myself. I was told about this the same day that I was in that live with you guys this past Thursday. So I did not see this video myself, but it was directed at Steph, something about knowing where she lives or something, and so
It was about quite a few people. It wasn't just it wasn't a video. It was a live. I stated that you and Parrish, you're aware of the court situation and the all of that stuff that's going on. As are they. And they're knowing, like, they are. I just said I know your addresses. I would prefer to keep as many people's names out of a courtroom as possible. However, if you continue to aid and abet the cyber stalking, the continued cyber stalking, while there's an active court order in place to protect myself and my children, then I will put your name on paperwork.
does this court order say that like Red can't watch or rewatch or
Yes, she's not allowed. Yeah, that's monitoring my that's monitoring me by electronic means. She's not. That's cyber. She's
Okay,
literally. Yeah,
your restraining
I've already
order.
spoken to. Yeah, I've already spoken to my
I'm just
attorney
asking
about
for
it. But
my
yeah,
own clarification. Your restraining
Yeah.
order specifically states the mention of like monitoring through electronic means via
um,
social media, etc. I assume.
visit
While we're on
falls
the
under
topic,
like social media falls under the visit, molest, interfere, all of that. And
All
she
right,
is absolutely
I'm just
violating that.
I'm just
And
asking for
yeah, yeah, yeah.
clarification on that. But anyway, so because I don't want to get
It
it too
wasn't
off
directed
topic.
at Steph
Okay.
specifically, like only. It was directed at anyone who is giving a platform and a space for that person to continue to monitor me and also sit in comment sections and threaten me further.
Okay, so
so
the reason I bring that up, right, is
I
because
know why you're bringing that up.
okay,
I
go
know,
right
and
ahead, Aldo.
I'll know why.
I will explain this. I have not talked about it in videos. I have not talked about it in DMs.
Okay.
I got a phone call. This was totally organic. The day that I blocked them versus when she posted that video. Okay. Absolutely organic. It does not correlate. I have never given anybody's personal information
Okay.
out, especially if they're a DV victim. And I am absolutely cut to the bone that she would even think that I would give her address out to anybody.
That absolutely never happened. And Monique has she gave me her address, and I have never shared that ever with anyone, not a single person. And so it was very disheartening to hear, like, just like the next day after they heard something that, out of my mouth that they didn't like, it wasn't even about them, that it was just a live fest of shit talking. And I was like, dude, but I still have not done anything.
Because I know Steph was concerned, and although I can understand why it cut you to the bone, Steph was concerned
There
that
should have been no
you
concern.
had given her address to Brittany Cheyenne, and that would be the only way that Brittany
Shouldn't have
Cheyenne
been
would know
that-
Steph's address. And
There shouldn't have been that concern. There shouldn't.
in all the time I've known you, I've never seen you
When have I
really
ever
hand out people's addresses and shit. So I can't
When have I ever-
just in my opinion, I've never seen that behavior from you.
Hey,
I
for
mean,
the person who has the protective order, the restraining order,
Yes,
does your restraining order also include third party monitoring? In other
it
words,
does.
Yeah.
you're sitting in the middle
Yes.
of third party monitoring right now. That's what this is right now.
Yeah.
That's why she's here.
Yeah.
So
That's
The,
why
and
she's
that
asking all
and
of the questions that she's asking about the lives that we've been in and we've talked about this. You're being third party stalked right now because she's watching and she's monitoring.
Who's
So you
there
watching?
better
is
get
not a
on.
situation, and I want to say this clear. There is not a situation on TikTok. There is not a situation in my personal life where I'd ever fucking give up somebody's information that was a DV victim. And how fucking dare anybody try to throw that on my fucking plate?
Bunch of
Fuck
false
you.
jacket throwing motherfuckers, all of you.
I made it very,
I
very
didn't
clear.
ask that to
Aldo's
upset you, Aldo. I
no.
didn't ask that to upset you.
Well, I want to
Aldo's.
say this.
I'm just trying to
I'm
get
saying that to the
clarification
people that
on
are
I
things.
want to
That's
be
It's
all.
very
not
clear.
clarification,
No
it's
one.
monitoring. It's
I'm
not
not monitoring
clarification.
anybody,
It's
owner.
monitoring.
No,
No, no,
I'm
no, no,
not.
no, no, no.
I'm
No,
not
that wasn't
monitoring
directed.
anybody.
That
You
wasn't
may
directed
not
at
be
her.
monitoring, but the other woman is.
Yeah, it's
That
not you that's monitoring, it's her,
yeah,
Miss
that's
Paris.
not
You're
directed at
asking the
her.
questions that she wants to have answered. That's third party
But these
monitoring.
questions have been. But those questions haven't been about the person involved in Brittany's situation.
Right.
No, these are questions that
These are questions relating to other people, not the only part Brittany had
It's
anything to
still
do with this.
monitoring. It's
The,
still monitoring. You sat here and listened out in the lobby to the live, and now we come
I,
back 8 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours later, and we're rehashing all of this stuff.
I haven't been around today. I literally like I haven't been around today. I wasn't monitoring or
I
sitting
don't
in
mind the
lobbies or
question.
whatever.
I don't mind the question,
At least we
but
Like
know
like
what
I'm
I
just
we're
said,
trying.
doing today.
I'm just trying to. I believe there are three sides to every story.
And now
And
we know.
I am the
Now we
person who's
know.
willing to ask like Aldo and Lena the hard questions to hear their side to things. That's all this is.
As long as she's not like doing it intentionally and reporting back and being
And I
like,
can promise you
that
there's no reporting back. I
right.
can
Yeah. If
You don't
anyone
need to
talks
report
here,
back.
somebody's
so
going to
She's
be watching this
monitoring from the
live.
lobby.
I don't have
Ona,
to report.
I can explain it to you just very simple.
It's TikTok.
Anyone that sends her a screen recording of me, anyone who sits in a live and shares information about what I've been saying online or anything like that, anything of that nature at all is absolutely a violation of the protection order
Exactly.
on her part. She's violating it, and they are aiding and abetting the cyber
Exactly.
stalking and harassment. However, Paris,
Right.
unless Paris, which I don't believe she is, because Paris
I
no,
and
don't.
I
I don't.
still
I don't talk
Paris
to
and I
Red.
have
Like
no
Red and I
Paris.
don't.
So
Red and I don't have beef, but we're not cool like that. We just
And
never been
I
cool
know
like that.
that I'm that you and I have had like very not conversation. I don't even want to say conversations because someone's going to take it the wrong way. Because
Discussions. We've had discussions.
we've had very short discussions back and forth, and it's been quite a while since any of that has occurred at all.
Yeah.
So Paris, no, I'm not concerned about Paris. It's just at the end of the day, what happens is people send me things because I'm allowed to do whatever I want. It's not a mutual order.
Right.
And
I'm surprised
if
it's not. It
what
usually
people don't
extends to
no,
understand.
mutuality.
hers was actually denied. Hers was completely and
They
totally
think just
denied.
because you have a restraining order or on someone means that you can't talk about what they did to you.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
I'm allowed to actually,
Incorrect.
if I wanted to, I could go to her page every single day, screen record every single thing she does, and walk into a courtroom and hand it to him and say, "I'm the one that did this." Even though that's not what I do, I don't do that, but I could do that
Right.
legally. There would be absolutely nothing they could do about it
Yeah, because you have
because
nothing on you.
Yeah,
yeah,
and I mean, I only brought Brittany Cheyenne up to the extent that it was something she had said about the address, and that was the only relevance to Brittany Cheyenne in that part
that was
was the
just and
address thing. That was it.
that was just I
Right.
can't. So what I do is when I get evidence, it immediately gets uploaded to the drive that the DA has, that my attorneys have, and they get an email. Hey, I've added new things to this, and here are the names of the people. If they decide to pursue that in any way, shape, or form, if they think that it's something that is worth their time, then that is on them. I can't help what they decide to do. It's in their hands.
Booze down there says it sounds like it's only a no contact order.
Yeah, it's a no
Yeah,
contact.
exactly.
It's a civil no contact order for non consensual stalking and non-consensual sexual conduct, but also she has active chart, like she's in a pending criminal case for the exact same thing. So it's with me. So it's like it's a double whammy. There's like multiple avenues there of like civil infractions and also criminal things happening, and absolutely anyone giving her any information about me or allowing her to they're giving her a place to watch, again, monitor me, which is, and surveil me, which is completely against what she
You
should
would
be
think
doing with a
if
criminal case anyway. But since there's already the protective order, because it is a protective order in place, like it's just, what I said was not to interfere or intimidate or do any of that. It was simply to say, hey guys, I know that you guys think this is a joke now. However, you were all aware and congratulating me that I got this order and that these things were happening because you knew what was going on. And then I said something you didn't like about someone else's wife. And then the next day and ever since then it's been a completely different story. And again, I'm not trying
so
to be one of those people that's like, I'm gonna fucking hem you up and hem you up and hem you
Brittany,
up. However, when it comes to the safety of myself and my children against a woman who threatened to end my life on multiple occasions and then moved states to get closer to me to carry out that threat, I
That.
will absolutely,
That.
nail anyone to the wall who continues to aid and abet in her continuous and her continuous course of criminal conduct.
so real quick, Britt, and
Destroying your life over TikTok is insane.
I'm sure you've already like double checked with your attorney, but if you haven't, double check with your attorney because a large amount of times those orders are reciprocal, even if it doesn't state as such.
No, mine's not.
They are reciprocal. So if you haven't already, just double check with your
Yeah,
attorney
no.
and make sure.
That was the first question I
Okay.
asked because I was like, hey, and he was like, no, hers was denied. There's
Well, because even usually, like, you don't have to file one against the other person. Like, I had one filed against me years ago from somebody online, ironically, who lived in fucking Ohio. Like, I was ever gonna like see them in real life. We ended up becoming friends, and then she backstabbed me. But that's a story for a different day. Anyways, so but it was reciprocal, even though I hadn't filed one against her. It was still reciprocal. So that's why I say, like, in a lot of cases, they are reciprocal. So, but if
yeah,
you've
no,
already talked to
mine's
your
not.
attorney and that's cleared up, then
Yeah, no, mine, yeah, the day that actually before that, because hers was denied before mine was granted.
but you're doing the right thing if you're like just
Yeah.
kind of staying away from her, and if you're getting things like through the grapevine, that's one thing. But if you're like staying away from her and not, going to her page and such, that's definitely the right thing to do.
But even if I did, I would be completely within the legal
You
within my legal
would, but
rights to do
also
so.
in a courtroom, like it's so easy for somebody to spin that or a judge to say, "Well, it seems like you're antagonizing by doing this." So
No, she's
eh,
taking the high
it's
ground.
better just to keep your hands clean and stay away from it
Oh yeah, that's
legally,
what I do. I mean, people send me things because they're like, "Hey, this is something that you need to know."
Right,
And
and that's understandable.
yeah, and
I
like I said,
watched
There's
her
my
be
also a
qui- I
lot of
watched her be
baiting
quiet,
that goes on.
and I
There
Like
is.
watched her be
they're
quiet.
they're
I've
trying to
watched.
bait.
But
It's
anyways, again, I don't
yeah.
want to
Sorry.
derail this into something else. I only brought up Brittany to the extent of about the addresses part. And like, I wanted to ask these questions because I don't know how much more clear it could be. I'm never going to dislike or hate somebody or like not be cool with somebody because of other people's beefs and shit. And if I'm going to make a decision on whether I'm going to interact with anybody, it's going to be myself making that decision based on all of the information that I can get and that I have presented to me, and not like one side or another.
You can also just also choose not to pick a side and just stay out of
Right.
it
And
and be
honestly,
like, this isn't my
99% of the time,
business.
99% of the time on this app, there's no need to pick a side. Like, because
No, you
most of the
don't.
time it's honestly not shit
So, for parents,
it's the internet, my guy.
I can tell you exactly why Paris asks the questions every time she comes in live and asks questions. It's because more than once somebody has tried to bring up that topic in her live when it had nothing to do with the topic they were trying to bring up. So for Paris to be versed on it, that's why she goes and asks these questions, just in case that topic happens to organically manifest itself in her live. I've seen it before. So I know why she's
And
asking
listen,
questions.
I could be talking about Carl and somebody gonna randomly bring up Lena. Like that's really how some shit will go down in my lives. Like I'll be talking about Carl scamming people and somebody be like, fucking Lena. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Because
wait,
I
what
have
about
a
Lena?
theory about that. I think people really want you like on their side. So that's why they do that. You know what I'm saying?
And listen, I've kind of, like I've made I've not often, I've made a couple of mistakes on picking sides. Craig, yeah. I'm a little more like, and nowadays when it comes to things, like, I don't know,
Right?
I don't know. It
Hear
just
ya.
seems like
And
people
I
just
think
want to convince you of their point, and like Paris, you need to be on our side.
Listen, if anybody's gonna make me think that anybody is a bad person, it's gonna be that person and their behavior and their actions alone. Either
I'm
something
a
severe,
horrible person, sir.
directed towards another person, or something directed entirely at me
I'm
that
a
is
horrible person.
crosses the line.
Stop.
Terrible.
No, you're not.
Oh yeah, me too.
I
I'm
mean, half the
literally
internet thinks
like
I'm a horrible person. It's fine.
I'm literally the biggest piece of shit that
I'm just like, yes,
Wait, no, I
I'm the
think I
Disney
might
ever
have.
villain.
logged into TikTok.
I'm catching you, girl. Trust. It's been a goal to catch up to own that. So I'm working on that. That's my goal.
Come on now.
so.
Why do you think I'm asking the questions and saying the things I'm saying? I'm living it. I haven't taken legal action yet, mostly because I'm too lazy and I just really I find it
I'm gonna said I'm too lazy.
Tedious.
I feel that
It's
though.
I
very
find it
tedious.
stupid that it's an internet crap.
It's
But now
exhausting.
that they have this woman, I swear to God, this woman has collected a bunch of hangers on that are just as obsessed with me as she is. Okay. And now she has
Booze.
successfully put out videos that sound like me, look like me. I mean, she's using AI and she has literally created a whole new Ona.
That's fucking crazy behavior.
No idea what that's like.
Wait, somebody brought up AI things about Lena or somebody earlier. What's that about?
Oh no. Okay, so we were talking about my wife.
Yeah,
Uh,
I am supposedly AI.
so back
I'm sorry,
a
what?
long time
Yeah.
ago, first it was I had no wife. Then it was
Despite the wedding photos.
yeah, and then she was
Yeah.
AI generated, and then it
Yep.
was she was in a DV situation, and they had to save her.
And clearly needed help.
So
Yes.
she's an she's
Oh.
an AI generated woman, right?
Yep.
So she's not a real woman. And
Yep.
she's an AI woman in a DV relationship.
Yes.
Oh.
On a
Yep.
screen.
She's being held
Oh.
hostage. She's being held hostage by Aldo.
How does
Apparently.
AI get held hostage? Question.
I'm
Yeah.
not know.
Doc-
He doesn't give me access to actual Wi-Fi, so I can't branch out.
It's the
Oh,
same way.
fucking! You got her on the
There's
AOL. Damn.
the same way a
got her on
server.
I'm on
dial-up.
dial-up.
The same way a server ends up in the river. Are you
Yeah,
kidding
there's
me?
that.
Like I'm just over here trying to figure out how your wife is AI. I'm thinking back to all the times we've been on lives and she's been sitting right next to you in the car, or
know.
like,
Yep.
or,
Yep.
or helping you put on a fucking tutu or not a tutu, that goddamn dress.
Bell dress.
Yeah, the
Yep.
bell dress, or shaving your fucking, helping you shave your fucking eyebrow. Like that was, if that was
Yeah.
all AI, that was
Yep.
super fucking impressive.
His AI skills are impressive, I got to tell you.
I would disagree because he will call me and he'll be like, "Oh my gosh," and go to build something, and then all I hear for like 40 minutes is, "Ugh, damn it, this thing won't do what I want," and then silent for 20 minutes. "Ugh, damn it, it won't do what I wanted to do," and I'm like, so I
I mean,
disagree.
when he talked about a couple weeks ago when he talked about how it was our 9th wedding anniversary. It took him 9 years to create me successfully.
I mean,
Not the 9 year creation. He made you from his rib or something.
Oh God.
it was weird science.
That's some real weird fucking science. Oh my god.
But I mean, I think what Aldo ultimately took offense to with the whole address thing is nobody came to him directly or even me and said, "Hey, did you do this?"
Right.
They just took it as fact.
They just assumed because Brittany Cheyenne says, "Oh, I have your addresses."
Right.
It sounds like
Right.
it sounds like it, and I'm probably people are probably gonna be mad at me for saying this, but I guess whatever. People are always mad at me for something. It sounds like Steph heard Brittany Cheyenne say, "I have your addresses," included herself in that, and then made the assumption. And I say it sounds like because I didn't hear the video, the recording, or the live, or whatever the fuck wherever Brittany said this. I think she said it was in a live. I didn't hear it myself with my own 2 ears, so I don't know how it was worded. But it sounds like she said that Steph included herself. Steph made an assumption that Aldo gave Brittany the address. And I mean, I agree. Like,
Right.
go ask the person. Like, hey, did you give out my damn address?
So me and Brittany need to get together. We need to get whiteboards and days and months on the whiteboard so we can logistically know who's posting what at what time, because this is the second time.
What did you do to the chair?
I broke that motherfucker.
Clearly, what am I going to sit on?
This chair. This is the second time now that me and Brittany has ran afoul because something happened to her at the same time it happened to me, but there was nothing to do with each other, and we just need to get on the same page of what we're posting when.
If I fall, catch me.
Don't.
Ooh, no, that's not a good idea.
Don't do that. Here, use this.
People risking their freedom for TikTok that's unhinged behavior.
Need a
It,
could
it's
require
a
mental evaluation.
it's unfortunate that
That's my chair.
that's a thing that continues to happen. Because I don't enjoy my a no. So Bella, in my state, a no contact order is just it's a form of a protective order. I'm still protected, and the civil stuff is out of the way. But it is still a form of a protective
So
order.
what Bella doesn't, and I tried
I
explaining
know
to her in the
she's
comments,
different
it's
in Canada.
in the US there doesn't have to be a criminal case tied to it. Like
No, but there is.
you can get a protection order, a no contact order. Every state calls it something. Florida
Yeah.
calls them injunctions. It just depends on which state you're in. They have different names, and there's different types of them. But they're not always tied to a criminal case. So you can.
And
So it's weird here in the U.S. how those operate.
And
and
it's
every
only a
state
no contact because we never had a like a domestic relationship. That's why it's a 50C and not a 50B. A 50B is a domestic violence protective order, and you have to have had a prior relationship with the person. If you didn't, like in real life, then it's a 50C and it's no contact. However, it includes other things, but the no contact order
Katie's one of my followers, Lena.
was based on
He
the
is.
same things that the
Katie, she's
criminal
just a watcher.
case. But yeah, both of them they're both at the same time. The criminal case is just still pending. So
and every state
I've
is
gained
different.
quite a new. Sorry, Serena. I've gained a decent like amount of new people from going after Carl. So like
Are you
random
still
people.
going after him?
I mean, listen, Carl's not off my radar for quite a long time. I got work to do on that motherfucker. North Carolina and we're gonna become very acquainted.
Jeez.
For God's sakes,
Scam
don't get
people
hit
out of
with a
$8,000+.
$6.
I mean,
He's got some girls defending him, I saw.
Oh my god, that's
I
because
was
I
like, who
people
finally
are these women? I know
people think
nothing
I,
he's
about it.
cute or.
I finally blocked him off my For You page.
Listen, cute men women will eat that shit up.
Oh, excuse
Yep.
me. I didn't know I was
Oh,
muted while I was coughing up a lung biscuit. Sorry, guys.
oh, Jesus, it's alright.
Whoops.
Just don't get lung juice on your phone.
No.
But I was just gonna
Lung
say
juice,
real quick to
ew.
Bella. Every state is also different uh, in terms of language. Like me and Brittany Cheyenne discovered today that getting a protective order in my state is they use different terms than in her state. So, but also in my state, you don't have to have any threats of physical violence to get restraining orders on people. They can be just regular old harassment. So, yeah, just
Somebody got one on me in Ohio
Yeah.
because I said meanie words on the fucking internet,
Oh my
bro.
God, you scared the hell out of me
I
when you
said
tried
mean
that.
words on the internet.
Look, that's why I have two against me currently.
But in Florida, I've had people do the fuckiest of fuck shit. Somebody dox my whole house, Google Earth images and all, fucking threatening to do all types of shit. I couldn't fucking do a goddamn thing about it. They were like,
girl,
yeah.
blue state. I live in a blue state,
I mean,
and
the one benefit to living in a red state though is nobody's gonna show up because as soon as you step off the fucking road onto my lawn or into my driveway, you're gonna meet whoever it is you believe in. So it's fine.
but you know what's cool is Colorado also has what's it called? Stand your ground, castle doctrine.
Yeah,
Castle Doctrine.
We also have that
our
here.
castle doctrine extends like to the cartilage and also your vehicle. Ours is very extensive.
Oh yeah, I love that
Yeah.
North Carolina extends to your vehicle or any covering that you're
Yep.
under.
Texas
Like,
But
too.
girl, none of
fuck
these
around and
people
find
are
out, huh?
showing up to your house.
Nobody's showing up.
I
Nobody's
haven't
showing
even
up.
gotten a pizza delivered, and I'm
Nobody.
kind
Me
of
either.
I
offended.
Look,
have gotten pizza delivered.
Oh
I want a
no,
Paris,
damn
really?
pizza.
let me
It's
ask you
been a while
this.
though. I want
Did
it
you have
again.
to
Let me
pay
ask you
for
this.
it?
Hey, somebody
You,
called a welfare check on me. I had cops at my door making
Who are
sure
you
I was
trying to ask
okay.
a question, Aldo?
Paris, let me ask you
Oh,
this. You are one
yes,
of the few creators that have known my content since I came to this side from Car Talk.
yes.
Would I be able to convince you with the content that I put out and the manner that I put it out? Would I be able to convince you that I'm absolutely going to show up at your house?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I would
If you do,
literally
you
just
better
laugh
have
and be like,
shaved
"Okay,
eyebrows.
Aldo."
If you show up, Aldo, you better have shaved eyebrows and cute suits you on.
It's one thing for him to sit in the Tahoe all the time. It's another thing for him to drive it to Florida.
Like, how
There's
many times
only
are you
ever
gonna-
been there's only ever been one person who was stupid the fuck enough to come anywhere near my house. And I don't know who that was, but one day I'm gonna find out who the fuck that was.
Girl, I'm gonna
I'm
It
show
still
was
up to your
me.
house just to.
I'm still digging into it. I'm still digging into that.
I'm
But
gonna
one
show
day
up. I'm gonna pull up, and then I'm gonna hang out in the pool with you.
do you know what I found out about that? Okay. So if you're curious, back in like 2015, there was a red rum in my neighborhood, actually like on the other cul-de-sac right like behind us on the other side of the pond.
Oh
A
shit!
dude went crazy and red rummed his ex-wife. Anyway, I found out that not only do we have like cameras all over the place, but like some of them are so inconspicuous, like they're on the fucking light poles on the streets, and you wouldn't even know that they're there, and they like follow your vehicle. Like a lot of the footage they had in the fucking episode on that show on that red rum I watched was footage from the fucking light pole, my guy. Anyways, so I'm trying to get them to give me that footage, but one person has been stupid enough. However, they were smart enough to stand the fuck across the street and not fucking walk across the street onto my property.
Oh
Oh,
wow!
are we? Is that the?
That's the one. Whoever
Yeah.
the fuck East
Yeah.
sent here.
Oh,
Whoever was dumb enough to listen to East.
Oh my God! You're kidding me. I
No, it's
kept
not.
waiting. I
She
kept
no, she
waiting.
did. She blatantly sent like first of all, she apparently now mind you, I'm often behind on things on here. So Brittany Cheyenne had sent me like this screenshot of East bragging about sending somebody to my house. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And I was like, wait, I remember vaguely like hearing about something about that. So I went back and there's a couple pages that like they used to just screen record all the Moron Mafia lives. And I found screen recordings from that time frame where East was talking about it. She actually showed that picture in the live. And between my ring footage and that the time and the date on the photo, because I had Brittany Cheyenne actually forward me the actual photo, so it gives me the exact time and date like the photo was taken. I have it like pegged down. I just have to figure out who this person is.
It was me.
I'm like,
Easy, Terry.
you sent somebody to my, like, I could have unalived them
Right.
if they had walked on my property. Like, you put your friends in harm's way, and that's just ignorant for you.
Well, and I got accused publicly and on a sworn affidavit, multiple actually, of being the one who like went to that hotel. And that is stated multiple times in many lives and videos directly to the person who accused me of doing that it was it was not me. It was not me, and they knew it wasn't me, and that was before they went and filed the charges,
Well, and I remember that
the ones they got dropped.
everybody
So
assumed it was you just because you live close to that area.
I don't fucking go. I'm not leaving my
But
house to. But even if I
also,
had,
I think that was before people realized it wasn't like you live in Charlotte area ish, somewhere in that vicinity. That tells you how much I know about where you live.
I'm
Somewhere in
driving
that
a fucking.
vicinity.
I'm not driving an hour and a half to go fucking look at a
But
Motel
also, like,
6.
also, if I remember correctly, that was not even. It was a what? Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't exactly a close
I
drive.
can't believe anybody
No.
believes anything that comes out of the Moron Mafia's
But-
mouth ever.
No,
Ever.
Well, no,
no,
at the
that
time,
was that was said.
that didn't come from the Moron Mafia's mouth.
It
Wasn't-
was other people that were accusing me of doing it, and then it was put on again multiple sworn affidavits.
It was an
Lord.
assumption. It was an assumption made based on how close to in the same vicinity Brittany Cheyenne was.
Even though they
That's
knew,
what that was based on.
the truth, because the truth had been like it had been spouted out very loudly and proudly many times by everyone that wasn't me, because I didn't do it.
What the
Like,
hell?
so
I still don't know who it was, but I don't know.
I don't either, and I don't care. I don't want to know. It's not my business. I didn't do it. I was at home cooking eggs for my fucking kids when I got a call asking if I'm the one that did it or if I was there. And I'm like, I'm literally in the kitchen cooking eggs for my fucking kids right now, dude. Like, no. I don't even have a vehicle at my home right now. I can prove that as well, but also like the videos and all of that and the recordings where that person knew that it wasn't me, had confirmation it was not me, and then still decided to perjure themselves, because that's exactly what it is in North Carolina. It's perjury.
I mean, it's perjury in most states. Unfortunately, a lot of states won't even fucking take that seriously and do anything about it, which I think is absolute horseshit. Because I know somebody who lied on an affidavit last year, and the state refused to do fucking anything about it.
At minimum, it's obstruction of justice. It's at minimum, it's obstruction of justice. And then the perjury thing. It is what it is. That's one of those things. Hey,
In my case,
the proof is in the drive, homie. The proof is in the drive. Do it with you will, district attorney's office. Like,
either I'm broke and sit in my Tahoe all day, or I have the funds to take a flight to another state. Like, pick a lane. Am I broke, or can I afford to travel?
yeah, and either JD doesn't love me at all, and he gives zero fucks about anything that I do, and he just wants to be away from me, and he took my kids from me, or my kids are here and I'm neglecting them, and also now we're broke and whatever, but now we have the money for lawyers, so everyone who I've ever pissed off should sue me so they can get a chunk of absolutely fucking nothing, because nothing is in my name. Yeah, you can't take anything from JD because we're not fucking married. So.
And wait, and I live in the old folks' home,
Oh,
and
you grow good.
I'd lie about everything, and we can keep going,
I
but
want to live in one of those 55 plus communities.
that's where I live, is in a 55 and
guys
plus
are
community. It's
homeless.
great.
I'm counting down to my husband being
No
55. I'm
kids.
like, dude, hey.
No kids.
They're telling everybody that I'm homeless, that my little
You're
house
homeless.
is not
See?
real.
I
What?
saw your house. I was creeping your TikTok. It's really cute.
I've never did anything in my life. I wasn't raised right by my dad. I never did anything but be disabled and not do anything in my life. I don't have any skills. I
Oh
need to
yeah,
That
prove
doesn't
who
make
I
same.
me
Well, like,
like a
am.
okay,
horrible person.
real quick, I got to tell you guys what I learned about myself about a month ago. I learned about a month ago that apparently I was getting evicted and did not know it.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Weird.
You've been wait,
Weird. It's
Paris.
fucking so crazy to me.
Paris. You've been getting evicted for years,
I,
though.
like, it's
You were
actually,
supposed to
Cheyenne, wait
be.
a minute. Since you and I met last year, I've been getting evicted. Oh, from the
Yeah,
same place for a year.
You
yeah.
can't
You
get
were supposed to
evicted
get evicted.
until
You were supposed to get evicted in August of 2025.
My
And
you
then,
can't get
lifetime.
evicted until I come clean out your
the
poop.
other thing that I found out was that apparently, news to me, I get DCFS. I get welfare.
Okay. Well, how dare
You know what? If the government wants to give me some food stamps to help out with our expensive
I'll
I just
take
want to
it.
say this, Paris. How dare you borrow money for cigarettes and alcohol and never pay it back?
I'm gonna buy a bunch of
I mean,
Alani.
I'm friends with that girl, so like if you know, like the 40, she wants $40 back. I'll send it to her.
I mean,
God, everybody, I
I
Paris,
was broke as fuck when I borrowed it. It is what it is. Like I was
you're
broke
an
as fuck at
awful
that time.
person. You're an awful
The
person.
the only thing that gets me about that is if they keep getting the soda wrong. That's what pisses me
It was
off.
fucking Sprite.
Yes, I know, and they're saying that people. I keep hearing Mountain Dew, and I'm like, no, it's fucking Sprite.
No,
Paris,
the Mountain Dew was thrown at my head back in
Paris, look,
2021. It was the Sprite that I
Hi,
needed.
kitty cat.
Paris,
Hi,
look.
kitty. Sorry, squirrel. Kitty cat.
Oh my god, that cat's gotten huge.
Yeah, a little
Oh
bit.
my god, she's so
Aw,
cute though. She's like, leave, stop touching me.
what a cutie.
She's a
Why are
terrorist.
you?
Oh, okay, yeah.
I remember when he picked her up out of the garage.
I was just saying, yeah, that wasn't. It feels like it was yesterday.
What?
It's
No.
exhausting. It's exhausting to keep up
I just
with
laugh.
all the things people say about people that aren't true. It's even exhausting to keep up with all the shit they say about me. But to keep up with all the shit they say about everybody else is exhausting.
Listen,
Some
I've gotten to such a point in the years on this app with people saying things about me that I'm just like that are just complete fucking nonsense and bullshit. That it's gotten so bad to the point where somebody called me a demon in a live a few weeks ago, and I responded with I'll see you in your nightmares, and the dude started praying. So
sometimes I wish the things that I've heard about me were true because that would make me so much more interesting than I actually am.
Right.
Because I'm actually the most boring human ever.
I really am boring as
Like,
fuck.
I don't
know.
even leave my country town. And when I have to go into the other town to the Walgreens, I literally fucking bitch on the phone to Mushu for 50 minutes each direction.
Oh,
Um,
I called my dad today whenever I had to go to Mint Hill, which is 15 minutes down the road, to get my prescriptions, to get mine and to get Ozzy's Nexium.
according
And
to
I was fucking pissed about it, just bitching the whole time. That's as far as I go. Except, to the courthouse, which is like 25 minutes. But I Uber there. I fucking Uber to the courthouse.
Dude,
according
because
to
I'm
a
on,
Canadian hooker. According to a Canadian hooker, I am always, every day cheating on my husband. I don't leave my house, mind you, except for to go to like the chiropractor and the acupuncturists. But apparently, somehow, always, every day,
Me too.
every day.
I'm always cheating. I am always cheating.
I was like,
Constantly.
interesting.
I can't help myself.
I don't know. And then I made a smart ass video about it, like to make fun of him for saying it. And I said something about having multiple lovers and named all my book boyfriends in the video. You're right. You caught me. I'm a fucking
You
cheating
got
whore.
me.
And if they
I've got
would
like
read, they
35
would
book
know.
boyfriends.
Like Paris, this is so funny.
Who's the
Banana
Canadian?
Bitch, the one that's hosting the live, who's like, oh, obsessed with Lena. She's fucking made this video. She goes, googly eyes. I recognize patterns. I can't even do it. I recognize patterns. And do you just pick bad friends? Do you pick them? I'm thinking, I'm like sitting there being like, somebody sent it to me. I'm like, damn. And I gave her
Yes.
props. I'm like, bitch, you
Yes, we
fucking
do.
nailed it, man. I
You
picked
guys are
the
horrible
wrong
friends.
women as friends. I can't even believe I'm a lesbian. I suck at this shit.
Worst lesbian ever.
All of you were my friends. All of you sucked. You nailed it on the head. I picked the wrong friends. Good job. Swing and home run.
I too have picked some shitty friends.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, so okay, the Canadian hooker's name is Karen. She's
Oh,
her name is
of
literally
course
Karen.
it is.
She's something. She is
Of course
something.
it's Karen.
So, Lena, where are you in Florida? Like,
I'm not in Florida, Miss Lady. I'm in North Central Texas, not far from Fort Worth. About an
I'm
hour.
in Florida. She's in Texas.
I'm in Florida.
I'm in
Hey.
Florida. I'm on the Gulf Coast. I'm like in Sarasota, Venice, that area.
Okay. Terry's in Orlando and I'm in St. Augustine.
It's cold.
Just throw me under the bus. Jeez.
We have like a
You
triangle
do
where
it
we
all
are.
the time.
I know.
Gosh.
Doc.
Paris just
Immediately
doxed you.
doxed. Immediately
I'm
doxed.
only an hour and a
Paris
half away from
doxes
Paris, so if
people.
I decide I want to go to St. Augustine, I'll just say, Paris, I'm on my way.
Right.
You could just Google. You could just look up my address on TikTok. I'm sure you'll find it.
But
Yeah,
every time
it's
I hear
here.
somebody
Mine too.
I'll
every
text
time I
you
hear
because we
somebody
got
say
each other's
We
number.
can't hear you,
That's so
Aldo.
exciting, Bella.
You're too
Where
far
to?
away from your phone, brother.
every time I hear somebody say docs, it literally makes me think of that scene in The Princess Bride. You keep using that word. I do not think that word means what you think it means.
Right?
That though, no, because I get so fucking like just logistically annoyed when people just throw it around, and I'm like, it's not just because somebody posted it doesn't mean you were doxxed. Can you prove that they had malicious intent? Because if not, you ain't got a leg to stand on. Shut the
It's
fuck up.
really hard to prove that too.
I did.
You have to have a lot of evidence to do it.
It's like, pick me.
Pick me, pick me.
Like, God bless it.
I,
Like,
I
holy
have
fuck.
I have what I need to prove it. Step one. I love tutorials. Don't you guys love tutorials?
I love
I
tutorials.
don't have the attention span.
They're all very short and very quirky, smart ass Elena style. Very
Yeah, I
short.
saw that today.
Listen, I
Yeah.
struggle with tutorial. So I was gonna say this earlier and I completely forgot, but you just reminded me when I said that I didn't have the attention span for a fucking tutorial. Was that like unfortunately for me, I don't have the attention span to go back and do rewatches and live, and I don't. Like,
Either.
listen, if you need me to see something out of a live, or you got to send just the relevant portion to me, and a little bit before and a little bit after. But if it's
Yes.
know this, if it's more than 3 minutes, you will lose me entirely, and I'm not watching shit.
The
I'm not
amount of
watching
times
shit.
that
I'm not
I have
either.
been accused of watching lives, and I'm like, I don't do that. If I can't participate and talk, I'm not going to just sit there and watch people for hours. Like,
I get bored in
Yikes.
lives. all
That's
the time.
creepy. That's
Like,
creepy in
I'll
my
just
my
bounce.
opinion.
I'll just bounce out and disappear in the middle
I
of the
wanna
fucking live
talk.
because I get bored.
I
well, I
want to
feel
either
like-
be in a box or I want to be down in the basement talking my shit.
I feel like if you're just like sitting outside or whatever, then you're the equivalent of like at that point, I see you as the equivalent of you standing, like hiding in my bushes and trying to peep through my windows. It's odd to me.
Hey,
Peeping Toms.
I will admit that there's times where I will deliberately go into a live, wait for him to see my name, and then dive out and then sit there and watch him talk about me for the next 8 minutes, laugh my ass off, and then leave.
Oh well, yeah, that's fun to do sometimes.
See,
Yeah.
I don't have to do that because what happens, is people make fake accounts, go into lives, and then people assume It's me. And I won't even be anywhere near my phone or the app or anything. And like 2 days later, somebody be like, "Oh, you were accused of being this like account in this live," and I'm like,
I get that all the time.
That's
That's
okay. I
Lena.
got accused. Hey, I
all
got
of my
accused of having a
accounts,
fake
they
account.
got my name on them and my face.
What,
Well,
Tart?
Paris, you've had some funny troll accounts, but they were of you. You made the troll accounts of yourself.
Well,
That
no,
was
they
the
weren't
funny
even
part.
troll accounts. They were my
They were
accounts
just,
that I
oh,
just
yeah,
changed the name to and made
yeah.
fun of,
It
like
was
leather
funny though.
labia, or
That shit had me rolling.
somebody called me pretentious one time, so I made my handle pretentious and pretty. Um,
You
you know,
did. I remember that.
like it was like, you gonna throw Turtle Tank. I made my handle Turtle Tank once.
Yeah, I remember. So leather labia was absolutely hilarious, and when you got in a box, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. This is funny as fuck. If you
I
can't make
had
fun of yourself, then like,
I
what
ended
are you
up
doing?
for the longest time on Discord. I changed my name on Discord for quite a while to Leather Labia, and I went to join this this book talk Discord, and I almost hit join, and it was like it showed my handle, and I was like, oh fuck, I am not going into a book talk Discord with the name Leather Labia.
Oh my
Yeah, no, I don't
God.
blame you. I don't blame you on that one.
I had to hurry up and
No, that
change
would have
that
been
shit.
hilarious.
That's great. I love it. I should change my crashing out page name to Lying Lena.
Dude, you just go with whatever. Just go with the flow. Whatever they call you, just go with it.
I love it.
Like Bella, didn't you like go with like BPD Bella or something at one point because of it?
I do
Yeah.
remember that with Bella.
Yeah, yeah, I did. Yeah,
Yeah, you
Yeah,
just go with it. You just go with the
I
flow.
fully said too. Yeah, I have BPD.
It's funny. They think they're hurting. I
Bella's
don't
so
understand
funny.
why. I'll say, I feel like Ricky Repeater. It must be a generational thing. I don't understand why anybody thinks you are hurting somebody's feelings saying words on the tiki-taki from behind your electronic device, where when I click out of the app, you don't fucking exist.
Well, and like the other thing for me. Okay, so and this is just me. If I block you, you're not. I'm not going to look at your shit. I don't care what you're doing. I don't give a fuck what you're posting. I don't care what you say. Like I'm not bothering. If I take my time to fucking block you, I don't want shit to do with you. So I ain't coming to look at your shit.
yeah. I blocked you
Yeah,
for a reason. It's because I don't want to see you.
right. I don't want to see your shit. I don't care. You get on my nerves. Your voice is like nails on the chalkboard. You need to take your meds. A bunch of reasons.
Some people do need to take their meds, though. Honestly,
But you got to have a good
I'm
group
a
of
big
people
advocate for
that'll
medication.
support that boundary too.
I've
Right.
taken my medication today, just so
Blocking the
everyone
okay.
is
I have
clear.
a block list that would reach to Mars. I don't
but
even.
I'm very glad that like we got to like have this conversation, and you guys were so willing to answer my questions and
You're welcome.
whatnot. Because I don't want to be stuck in the middle of nobody. I'm not taking nobody's side. Like everybody, y'all can hate whoever the fuck you want to hate. Hate on your own time. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. I'm tired.
I'm
Because we
glad
don't
you
have anything
asked,
to hide.
Paris,
Damn.
because nobody else bothers to do that and find out. So
No,
No,
I'm glad
listen.
you
There are
did.
3 sides to every story. I want them. I want them. I want the 3 sides. Like, let me hear it.
Yeah, for sure. Knowledge
Hi,
is power.
Mother. How you
Because
doing,
I'm
Mother?
gonna bank that in the back of my brain somewhere, and it just stick. It's gonna hang out in there,
There you go.
That's growth, baby.
and then I get to decide for myself. Like
There you
whatever.
go, babe. There you go.
But like like, and I think it's because I've been on the receiving end on this app of people. Oh wow. Of people hearing things
Sorry.
or being told things like about you, you know what I mean? And people just believe it and then they don't ask you questions. I've been on the receiving end of that. So like, and I don't always do well at asking questions, but I do try to be cognizant that I need to do that and
It's
ask
the
those
source.
questions. Hello,
The
my problem
drive the
child.
Oh, my
driving
problem
source.
child.
The driving source is the manipulation behind Amanda's unwarranted nastiness to insert herself into people that willingly chose to walk away and not engage and block everybody, and that's just what we expect it. Nothing new.
Yeah, and you know what? Like I am not. That's your thing going on, and Aldo's got his thing with other people, and everybody's got their things going on with people, and I just want to make sure. I don't want to like hear something and then get upset with Aldo for something that it was misconstrued or that Aldo didn't do. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'd rather just ask Aldo, hey, just like Lena with you, I'd rather just ask you and be like, hey, because in when I came in and I asked you that question, your statement wasn't to throw like a low key blow, just hey, there are more important things to prioritize.
Right.
And there are some
That's
things
all.
I do that Paris will hear about and go, "Yep, that's legit. I know he'd do that."
And I would probably laugh at it too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'd probably just end up laughing at it.
Well, I would offer to send you the live, but it would be more than 3 minutes, and we know you wouldn't watch it.
Yeah,
I don't. Yeah, no. Well, and like I've had people get like frustrated with me because like I won't sit there and like rewatch or like I'm like I can't do it. I don't have the fucking attention span for that. That's it. 3 minutes of my day, I put that shit on like twice the speed just to get through it. Like I'm not even actually watching 3 minutes of it. Like
That's hard.
we got
I
that
don't.
shit full speed ahead because
Yeah.
I can't.
I do the same thing with
I
people
don't
who
even
send
watch
me.
TV because I don't have the fucking attention
I
span.
don't really
Hello?
either. I too do the same thing with people that send me the videos of people that I have blocked. Rarely do I look at them. I'm like, can you please just give me the cliff notes? Because I'm not watching
I
this.
ask for that's my usual go to when somebody's like, "Oh, here, watch this," and I'm like, "Can you? What's the cliff notes?
Yeah, I don't
The
want to
long
do it
short
right
of it,
now.
because I'm not. I ain't
I
got
just
time for
pop
that."
up. I just pop up every few days and go like, all right, so what's been going on, guys?
All right.
Well, like I disappeared around Christmas time for a few weeks. Like I was still kind of around, but like not actively engaging, wasn't hopping in lives and shit, whatever. And I got back. I was home for 4 days, had to leave for work again. Came back like there was like 3 weeks where I apparently missed so much.
That's how it happens over here in Illuminati land.
So
If you,
and most of it, I'm like 99% of it. I'm like, I don't even need to know. Like I don't even need to know.
Lena,
Like,
check the door.
ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is
right.
bliss. Like just, fuck it, whatever.
Mark's safe from adrenochrome.
Not the Mark safe from the adrenochrome. Oh my god, these motherfuckers. I mean, it's not helping some
It's
people though.
jokes, guys. It's
It's
okay.
not helping some people though. Nancy Pelosi's still looking rough.
Oh, I can't stand her. I cannot. You know, that woman was in California legislature and DC from the time I was a junior in high school.
Yeah, she's been in there like 50 years.
It's
Jesus.
ridiculous. I mean,
Yeah.
it is the fact that she did what she, I mean, but that's California politics. Everybody, you can't get into California politics unless you have a family member or someone in your very close network, like come to your house
Well,
for Sunday dinner.
and there
Network.
were, I think if I remember correctly, there were pictures of her with, was it JFK? I
Oh
think it
yeah.
was JFK. So like her family's been tied into politics for a long time, which whatever, like that's how it goes, right? Like the schmoozers schmooze. But like I've always Mitch McConnell, Nancy Pelosi, like all these old motherfuckers. Yo, listen, I'm trying to retire by the time I'm 55, 60. You know what I mean? Y'all are farting fucking dust and are still willfully working? Hell no.
That is so out of pocket. It's just it's sick.
Like you got better. There needs to be limits in place, like on how many terms they can serve. There needs to be age restrictions, like on the top end too, because I'm real sick of these old motherfuckers. Listen,
You're
things
not
aren't the
wrong.
way they were in the
No.
1940s and 50s
Right.
anymore.
You're
I'm gonna
not
need you to
wrong.
go sit down, please.
Thank God.
I'm gonna need you to go sit down. I'm not trying to live like Handmaid's Tale type shit. Go do something.
I think we should have CERN take us back to the 70s and 80s and just keep us there.
Okay, the 70s I'd be down for because like hippie time would be like up my alley.
It'd be great. I would be
Oh my
so
God.
happy.
I would love to
Best
have been
time.
born in like the late 40s. That way I could experience the like 60s music
The lobotomy.
as a
No,
young
see,
adult.
no, not me. If anything, I would have been born in the '60s, so that way, by the time I hit like the '70s, like I was like a teenager and could have had like so much fun. Um, but I couldn't have done.
I was born in the late '60s.
I
Brittany,
could
I'll
have
send you all the
never
music if
been.
you want it. I've got all kinds of records you can have.
I could have never been a grown woman living in a time where I couldn't have my own credit card, my own bank account, where my husband could be like, she's hysterical, and I'd go to, I could have never.
Oh, yeah, abuse was totally illegal or legal. Sorry,
They
totally legal.
opened, no, I remember they opened CERN a couple years ago. It was a big fucking deal. It was everywhere.
I think the last successful one they did was like 2013, 2014, and that's when everything stopped.
No, when was this? It was it's 26 now. Oh my God, it's still 2020. I'm still thinking it's 2025. 24,
Here, hold on. I don't think they did it in 24.
23, 24. No, it was 2022. It was 2022. I know there were some sort of operations in 2020, 23 and 24 also, but the last actual run was like 22, I
It was
think.
July of 2022 is
Okay.
when I set it off.
Yeah, because that was when it got real good.
Now, can I just point out the MFers waited until after the pandemic to run it again?
Well, of course they did.
I mean, seriously, if there was any time to run the Hadron Collider, it would have been March of 2020.
So speaking of motherfuckers doing shit though, but this has nothing to do with CERN. But it's impressive if you're a nerd, if you're nerdy like me and you want to dig into it, it's actually kind of impressive. So apparently Russia dropped the Oreshnik missile on Ukraine the other day. And the Oreshnik missile is fucking impressive. Like, it's hypersonic, Mach 10, supposedly like uninterceptable by air, and it launched up without any of like the NATO radars even catching it launch.
Whoa.
Like I dug into I saw like a brief video and ended up down like a whole rabbit hole for like an hour and a half over it, and when it fires off, it looks like just rapid lightning strikes coming down. Like, it's fucking crazy. It's super impressive, honestly.
Wow.
So if you want to nerd out on something, I nerded out on that.
Well, I want to know what Aldo's over there nerding out on currently.
He's playing a video game.
Yep.
What is that?
A video game.
It's civilized.
It is the world's most boring video game.
Civilization.
He's like, you couldn't even play like a one player like Black Ops or something actually exciting.
I have that. No, I'll get my life violated if I start playing Black Ops.
You would.
Like, instantly.
But the funny thing about him playing this game specifically is he'll play it for like 30 minutes when he's not running a live and it's just him. He will play for like 30 minutes and then fall asleep.
I will.
And he
My kid was playing
it in his sleep and then wake up and be like, where am I? What did I do?
I don't remember doing that.
My kid was playing a game on his phone when we were like on vacation. And I was like, what are you playing? And he was like, Clash of Clans. And I was like, what the fuck?
So this is similar to that. It's just way more
Stupid.
involved.
No.
It's not stupid.
It's stupid. It's just stupid.
I don't know, dude.
Stupid.
I fell asleep in Zeppelin's bed the other night, playing Block Blast with him on his tablet, but I kept losing. Like, he was getting pissed. He was getting pissed at me because like we were like playing together, and I was making him lose, and he was like, "Mommy, just go to sleep." And I was like, "Okay." He was
I
like,
fell asleep last night gambling on my phone.
That's
I've done
funny.
that. I've done that. Zeppelin
I've
is
played
so
games
like
with all.
that kid is just so very matter of fact. Like, when I go to wake him up, the other day I went to wake him up and he immediately put his head up, And he said, leave me alone. And I was like, excuse me, sir? Like, excuse me? And he was like, mommy, you need to get out of my room. And I was like, you don't pay rent here. And he was like, I don't care. Get out of my room, mommy. And I was like, Zeppelin, come on. I'm not going to do that. And then I just laid on his bed. And he was like, can you get off of my bed? And he was so polite. He was like, please. He kept saying, please. And I was like, I don't know. You didn't buy this bed. So,
Wait,
and
wait until they're
it's comfortable.
teenagers, and like so every on occasion I'll like go in and just like throw myself in the boys' bed, like one of their beds while they're playing video games. And they'll just like slowly turn around and look at me and they'll be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I just felt like you figured I'd come hang out in your room with you for a little bit." And like they'll just play their
Yeah.
video games and I'll like usually just fuck around on my phone or whatever. And then we'll just like talk as we're sitting there. But like at first they're looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing? Because I
It's
get
so,
comfy. I like move
yeah.
all the pillows around. I make myself look all comfy.
Dude, I grabbed Zeppelin's squishmallows and everything, and I'm like setting them up with me. And I'm like, all right, cool. Me and Denny, the dinosaur here, we're just going to hang out. And he
Hi,
he loves it,
Pepper.
but he hates it at the same time. But he's already like a mini little teenager, so I'm like, it's just going to get worse as he gets older. And I know this, but he enjoys his private time and his like personal space. But also, he wants you to be there. He's so much like me. He wants you to be there, but he wants you to shut the hell up.
Yep.
That
Yeah,
sounds right.
the
Yeah.
slot machines are oddly relaxing. So last night got me.
Well, that sounds like a typical teenager to me. Like, I don't.
My teenagers are so chill though. So like, I think I got like maybe mine are broken or something because like the stories I hear about teenagers, I have not had the same experiences as other people. I know that.
Like half the times, the only time we see ours is when she goes to the park, when she's hungry, or when she wants me to drive her somewhere.
Oh, wait till they drive themselves and then you just don't like they just like walk out of the house. Like my oldest will be like, "Mom, I'm going to." I'm like, "Okay, love you. Be safe. Bye."
Aldo, check the basement comments, please.
Oh no! Send me a DM. I changed my number, Rob.
All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. I need to go finish working on my book, and then I need to go
All right,
do
good
an
night.
everything shower because I have to have
Good
clean
night,
hair
dear.
tomorrow.
I didn't even
Bye,
mean to.
Terrence.
I didn't even mean to
Amen.
request.
And that's shit.
Oh,
I'm so. I didn't even. I don't know it.
Oh, now you're
Sam's
in
like,
trouble.
"How did I get here?"
I
I
feel
didn't do it.
kidnapped.
You feel
I feel kidnapped. I'm in enemy territory. How is everybody doing?
Oh no, you're not.
Hi,
No.
Not the
Sam.
enemy territory.
Hi.
Stop.
Kidding.
If I ever decided to leave my house, you would be the last person on the list, Samantha.
Right.
Thanks.
Last
Thanks.
person.
Sam, I could
I
never
don't
meet
know,
you,
man. I
honestly.
don't
Oh,
know, Aldo. She's got a really nice backyard.
Hey, look, the
No,
only
I'm
thing she's
I
like,
got to worry
do.
about,
I'm
the
gonna
only
wait
thing
now.
she's got to for my criminal history, the only thing she has to worry about is me taking her fruit trees.
Fruit.
Yeah, I would. I would. I would pee pee that for that though. Like quick. I would. I'd be like he threatened my life. I got him. Sorry, officer. Over my fruit trees.
And
Damn. Stop.
then there with fruit in my hands, holes in my chest.
Great.
She
All
can
over
get
some
a.
over some persimmons. I got serious real fast.
She can put a banner around her picture that says, "I did it all for the fruit."
Yeah. Yeah. I would.
Stop.
That's
That's the
funny.
only. Maybe for that. Everything else, I'd just be like, yeah, let's have a beer, grill some steaks, and go swimming. It's fine.
I
Let's
mean,
go.
you have a really nice backyard. I'm just saying.
I was
Good.
craving steak today, actually.
Come to my house. We have a half a cow.
On my way.
Where did you put
I
it?
got cows.
We had to buy. We bought a deep freezer.
Oh, like one of those oversized chest freezers.
Yeah.
Size one.
Where I have a cow?
Yeah.
The one we have now
Yeah.
will fit a quarter cow.
Well, not a half cow.
You just need a 10 cubic. That's all you need
Uh,
to fit a quarter
For
cow.
some reason, I was thinking that was more.
No.
Huh.
It feels like a lot. It feels like a lot. I don't know how many cubic. Ours is like the like a chest freezer, like a small chest freezer. and it fit almost a half a cow. So that was entirely too much meat for two people. So we gifted a lot for Christmas. A lot of
Oh,
people got ribeye steaks.
I'm sure people were happy about that.
It is
We
a lot.
it
I
is
mean,
ridiculous. It's our first
meat,
time. Nobody told,
meat's
like, we
fucking
were
expensive.
unprepared.
It's
We hadn't.
a lot of meat.
It's cheap though. It's like $5 a pound. So you can't,
Mm,
kind of can't go wrong. But yeah,
what it
no,
is.
people are welcome to my house.
Oh,
Nobody ever shows up though.
where'd it
No,
from?
What happened to that one chick that said she was going to show up? Where'd she
The
end up?
pound versus
The most
unpounded.
recent one. What the fuck's her
That
name? God, I
now
can't
Oh,
remember.
everybody's going to show
Stacy.
up to
Yeah,
Sam's house.
Stacy.
Stacy. Yeah, she never showed up, but she's been pretty chill. I think she realized that, like, I'm not that big of a threat.
is that the one that showed up at the Craig's or boss's tattoo, the parlor or whatever?
I
Is
don't
that the
think
one?
so.
No, that's a
What
different
happened to
Stacy.
her? Where'd she go?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
she's still fuck shit.
Is she still around? Okay.
Oh yeah, she's still fuck shit.
He said,
I'm
"Oh yeah."
blocked and blocked and blocked everywhere because and that was like the first 3 days of interaction. I was like, no, we all know I picked the wrong friends already. Yeah, so that one I avoided. Like, oof.
The one that went to go see Craig at the
Yes,
tattoo
ma'am.
shop. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I stayed away from that one too. That one
Yes.
seemed a little unbalanced.
Yeah.
I don't even remember who that was.
Oh, you would be like, okay, I need to step away from that one too. You would
Hello, Tara.
No, ma'am.
no,
no, it was a Stacy. I
Oh,
remember that.
but it wasn't. It's not. That's not. It wasn't the same Stacy though.
oh.
Ow!
What'd you do?
Why don't I remember this? When was that?
In Rome.
March,
That's a Brittany question.
Ooh.
March,
Was
April.
it at like the beginning of last year?
It was like the middle, like
I feel like it was the summer,
Oh,
right.
I don't know.
It could have
I
been.
don't remember this.
like Mayish time frame, May June maybe.
Yeah, that might
I
be
hate.
right.
It was so brief though. It's very brief.
Hmm,
So
Yeah,
that's
I
no,
don't know.
I don't even think there was more than 8 videos about.
Ma'am. Sorry, the cat's got an attitude.
he sounds mad.
She just come knocking the door open.
I was really interested in the CERN conversation because I know so little about the CERN, but I do remember in 2022 when they're opening up the CERN, and I'd never heard of this thing before in my life, and everybody just said they're opening portals to like demons
Not,
and
that's
all
not
kinds of
what
stuff.
that's not what it is. I went down a rabbit hole the other day on the internet and I started reading about CERN. What was it? Oh, I saw a video about a Mandela effect that questions the origination of the Mandela effect. And it's like a Mandela effect inside of a Mandela. And then they mentioned CERN. So I'll go down this rabbit hole. So the scientific theory is that all of these atoms, all of these particles smashed together
Not
a million years ago. And that's how our universe, the sun, the planets, the earth, our earth and our reality was created, was from all of
Yeah.
these particles smashing together. And so they wanted to see what would happen and how it would affect our world if
Is
we
that your
did.
TV, Aldo?
And
no.
that's why they call it the God particle. Have you heard of that term, the God
I
particle?
Yep, I've heard that.
Okay, so the God particle is the smashing of the particles together, and they wanted to see what would happen. And from what I was able to gather, they believe, the scientists believe that the collisions remain secure inside the Hadron Collider. So it's in this controlled environment. But then there's other scientists on the team that have come up with their own little hypothesis that no, It's not standing inside the machine. It's affecting the entire fabric of reality for everybody on planet Earth and possibly even outside of Earth. So they're basically okay. The best way I can, and this is a strange way to do it. So you have a woman who becomes pregnant with a fetus.
Oh no, I'm having a really hard time. Will you do
You're
your
muffled.
background noise?
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Is this better if I'm
Yes,
here?
ma'am.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So the best way I can explain it that I was able to put together in my brain is you have a woman who's pregnant and gestation gets to a certain point, a couple weeks maybe. And then that fetus becomes impregnated. And then they start growing together and then they get to another point. So it's just continually creating a new life without before giving birth. So does that make sense? Like it's
Yeah.
just they're constantly getting pregnant over and over and over and over and over again. So it's very complicated, but it's fascinating to think that even the scientists are starting to question, have we really screwed up reality? I mean, are we really doing this?
Well, like,
So
sorry.
it's deep. I gotta tell you, it's freaking deep. Bring
Are
snacks.
you talking
Bring
about those two
snacks.
massive
So,
tanks that
like,
collided with each other and changed the entire universe energy and all that?
Right.
yeah,
It's not, but
so
it's not just one particle. It's millions of particles crashing against another
Yeah,
set
yeah,
of
yeah.
million particles.
so
But
what
you've
I've
it
heard
got the,
about this.
what CERN does is it is a particle accelerator, and
yeah,
it accelerates the protons in opposing directions with a vacuum and magnets
right.
and how it operates. And back in 2012 was when they found Higgs boson, which is
Yeah,
the quote
2012.
unquote the God
The
particle,
God
right?
particle, right.
What they've also found recently, which I found interesting in using this same dynamic, is they've found that the future can go back and affect, or the future can affect the past. So they
Yes.
found where current actions, current behaviors can actually affect particles and vibrations and energy in the past as well. That's
Correct.
actually a rabbit hole I was down not long ago because it was super
This
interesting.
this sounds oddly similar to the movie The Butterfly Effect.
I mean, well,
And
the
it's
butterfly
also,
effect was
there's a book out
It was
there.
forward though.
There's a book out there called Past Watch, The Redemption of Christopher Columbus. And it's predicated on the idea that Earth has run out of food. They have started creating, fake food that people can eat that will keep them, alive. And so a group of scientists find this machine to be able to look back, like to physically look through a screen at things that were happening in the past to try and figure out how can they change things? How do we learn from the past and get our food back and get the earth back on track? Well, at some point during the watching, one of the scientists gets very attached to the person and people that they were watching, and in a moment of like emotion outburst, he or she goes to grab the screen in a, oh my god, let me save you, and just touching the screen changed the interaction between the two people. Like maybe there was a car coming at them or something, and when he touched the screen, the car moved and they didn't get hit. And that's when they realized that they could reach back in time. And this is science fiction, by the way, it's a book. They could reach back in time and change things. And so they ended up going all the way back prior to Christopher Columbus, got furthest along where they were actually able to send humans back in time to change where Christopher Columbus would land and how he would interact with the native people of that land. So they ran these tests and tests and tests, and they figured out if they could delay Christopher Columbus by even 50 years, just 50 years, the Aztec Empire would have reached the level of modernization for the time that Europe was at, and they would be a trading partner and not a continent that was quote unquote conquered. And if they could do that, all of the racism would be erased. There would be no racism because everybody would have been coming from the earliest of times, understanding that Europe, with its vast monarchies and their little fiefdoms, was identical to South America with their millionaire upper class, kings, queens, royalty, whatever. It was the same exact thing. So they were equals. And so then what ended up happening was during this whole process, they figured out that the entire practice of slavery going back to the Roman times was the number one cause for the earth's depletion of resources. And had there been no slavery, and they had everyone had their own person, right? They wouldn't run out of food in 2525. So and that's what I think CERN's trying to do. They're trying to get to a point where they can change the past just enough so that our earth, our current, what we're living right now, is a better situation. Does that make sense? It's a better
For who though?
well, think about it. A lot of our laws are based on British maritime law. And British maritime law relies heavily on slavery. I mean, it is the whole reason slavery exists is because of British maritime law. So it's a very deep subject when you get into it. But if the Romans hadn't enslaved every single country that they conquered, Europe would be completely different. The whole world would be different, right? So, but of course, okay, this is scientific, but at the same time, a lot of scientists, a lot of economists, people who study anthropology and all of that, they all came to the same conclusion that slavery is what has caused the majority of humanity's problems.
I mean, slavery goes back to the dawn of inception of human.
Exactly, but
Yeah.
it was the Roman Empire that took it to the next level. And the Roman Empire is what set the stage for the slave trade that we know from our U.S. experience. If everything that happened with the British Empire and using slavery constantly was built on the Roman. So you got to remember, Britain and Europe are Roman. Okay, the Roman Empire took over everything. And then when Rome collapsed, that's when we got the little countries, the smaller countries in Europe, because the wealthiest of the wealthy would just grab that land up and then put people on it to farm it and work it and, make it commercial. So had the Roman Empire not done that, but in the book, what was interesting to me, in the book, the position is it didn't work. Meaning they went back to Roman times, they changed some things, they figured out how to change some things, but they still ended up not having food in 2525. Okay. So they had to find other, and they traced it back to, well, okay, fine, leave the Roman Empire aside. What about Christopher Columbus? Wouldn't that change everything? And in the book, it did. It changed the past enough that they did not run out of food in 25. That was the story behind the book. And
So
there's
if
go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you want a pretty cool rabbit hole to go down, Sam, not really related to like CERN and that, but similarly interesting. There was a professor back in, I think it was like the 70s. His name was Philip K. Dick. He wrote a bunch of like science fiction novels, but a lot of it was based on reality being perceived as like an illusion, and how his ideas behind that leads to like alternate realities, parallel universes, and whatnot. And there was actually like an FBI file on this guy, and the government at one point like showed up at his house, took some of his writing. Like it was like this whole thing. It was super interesting.
Do you know what I was watching? I went on really a rabbit hole, but it just came up on X, and then you know how that kind of takes you down its own rabbit hole. I was watching interviews with the like astronauts who claim they went to the moon, and they were asking them to swear on Bibles that they had been to the moon, and none of them would swear on the Bible that they had been to the moon, except for one who then, in the same interview, announced that he didn't believe in the Bible. Like he didn't believe in God, so it doesn't make any difference to him.
Yeah, there's a lot of speculation around the Bible, and or not the Bible, god damn it, the moon landing and whatnot. There's been some, I've seen a lot of videos that have talked about like sets, like movie sets that they use
Yeah,
to film
I
it.
watched all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've questioned it for a long time because there were a lot of things that never really made sense, but the more that I've learned about it, the more I'm like, yeah, that was some bullshit. Because I mean, think about it. I don't think anybody's been back to the moon since.
No,
Right.
we have
Like,
not been back to the moon.
yeah, I mean,
But I saw an article on
and I believe there was a picture or a video. One of them didn't even have, there wasn't even like a helmet on or something that really like threw everybody for a loop.
So I was just reading something on one of the news sites that Trump is trying to get everything together for NASA to go back to the moon and do a second moon landing.
I feel like we would have had to go there the first time.
Right.
I just don't believe that we went. I just don't believe it.
I was reading an article on the same subject. I was reading an article where it was kind of like unmasking the fact that we haven't been to the moon, and the the footprint, the picture of the footprint that we see on the moon all the time, and turns out that that is not the footprint of the spacesuits that walked on the moon. The spacesuits that walked on the moon were flat on the bottom. They didn't have, there were no like ridges on the bottom of their shoes.
Right. There's
So it was like,
it's an interesting conversation. I don't know that I am in that rabbit hole. I mean, I just I didn't start hearing about the fake moon landing until I was well in my 20s or 30s.
I will jump down any rabbit hole like that any day. They're so much fun. They're my favorite.
Oh no, they are absolutely fun.
That's why my brain is filled with so much useless shit.
Right.
Because I'm like, oh, I have free time. Let's go like investigate how Neanderthals and autism are linked. Why not? The fuck?
Cat.
I only get so far down the rabbit hole and then I'm like, nope, I'm going back.
Right. No,
I'm done.
Sometimes I go down real short
Yeah.
ones, and then other times I'm down a rabbit hole. I'll be down the same rabbit hole for fucking weeks. Like, it just depends on what it is. A history related stuff, I struggle to pull myself out of those.
Yeah, you just go wind up going down a rabbit hole. I'm like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to believe this. What I'm reading seems very convincing, and I'd rather not believe this happen. I would rather not believe that the government lied to us and told us that we landed on a rock in outer space. I just want to. We went to the moon.
I mean, would it surprise me if the government lied to us? Not ever.
Not
No. I'm never interested in what they lied about. I'm always interested in why they lied about it.
Yeah, the why is a big thing.
Right.
Why is the most important thing.
What is the purpose of this? Why would you Why would you even go there? You
Well,
know,
the why is the
why?
most important thing because how can you better predict what they're going to do in the future? You know the why of what they did in the past.
Right.
Right, because some things just seem ridiculous to lie about. Right, it would be if we never went to the moon. It's ridiculous to lie to the entire world and claim that we did it. Right.
We had a dick measuring contest with Russia though. That was super
Right.
important.
That and getting funding for NASA. That was like that catapulted funding for NASA from the government.
Yeah, NASA, which we like don't even really use anymore.
Nope.
I don't. There's like a whole department of the government that don't really do much now. It's kind of weird.
Listen, I'm still stuck on the fact that they brought over Nazi German scientists to
Oh, listen.
for MK Ultra. I'm
They
still
they also brought them over. One of my favorite weird fun facts is that German engineers and German scientists had been working on ultimately what we would consider like spacecrafts, right? To be a technology wise, not like an actual UFO, but like just technology wise, like the ability to hover that type of technology. Germany was already working on it during World War II, and their engineers and scientists had things already in the process, and we brought them over too because we wanted that technology.
do you know that for the United States at least, but he'll say it's for every aircraft out there, that once we announce it like a new Air Force aircraft, right? This is the new aircraft and blah blah blah, and they come out with a new design and they do that. They have been working on it for at least 30 years before
Oh,
they
Oh
even
yeah.
launch it. I had
Yeah,
no
they
idea.
were
I was like, oh,
okay,
they're
so
designing it today and in 3 years it's going to be out.
the newest, so that F-35 that was built, that's our super plane, right?
Hmm.
They started working on that when I was on the flight line at Shaw Air Force Base because they used my aircraft that I was assigned to be the test model for a bunch of different stuff that is now part of the F-35, stuff that wasn't native to the F-16 at the time. So like it was like they were using my jet as like a laboratory to see what was going to happen. So I can guarantee you the F-35 had schematics and planning as late as not as early as 1989, 1990, because that's when they started taking my plane and doing all kinds of crap with it.
Well, and then that would mean that the stuff they're working on now, which won't come out for another 30 years, is we probably can't even imagine it.
No, we won't be able to imagine it.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt y'all. The kids are going to stop by after church, so I'm going to bounce.
good
Okay,
night.
Good
okay.
night.
Good night.
All right,
Night,
good
Lena.
night.
Well, like one of
Yeah.
you talked about like them bringing over like scientists and stuff. Reinhard, I can never say his last name. Gellin, I think it's Gellin. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Right.
He was like the head of, he's like a major general or something, or some type of general in the German army, and he was brought over, and America used him as intelligence.
Oh yeah.
Um,
That was the only reason we brought anybody over here was for intelligence.
well, but the crazy thing is, a lot of these people should have stayed and stood trial,
Oh yeah.
right? Like they were
Oh
supposed to
yeah.
stay and stand trial accordingly, but America actually protected them. They never stood
Mm-hmm.
trial. There was, there were numerous commanders, generals, scientists, engineers that all should have stood trial accordingly. And no, we hid them out over here and changed their names. And
Yeah.
And
I
just
want.
a fun fact, for if anybody uses anything with the Siemens name on it, Seimans, even though they come out of Germany, the majority of their technology was built in the US by US engineers with the help of the post World War II engineers that we brought over and their scientists. And then they shipped it back to Germany and now it's a German company. So we, the taxpayers, built Siemens, and then Siemens went over to Europe to make, to reestablish as a German company. And now it's no longer US technology. But we built it.
You want to know what I think is weird? Well, not that I think is weird, but I want to know about, and they have not addressed it. Is you guys remember when Trump first came back into office the second time, and he started talking about the gold, or that we our gold, which
Yeah.
I can't remember where it's kept now. I just asked the other day, like, where do we keep all that gold? You might probably know that, Ona, like where we keep our precious
Fort
metals.
Knox. It's in
Yes, that's
Fort
it.
it's in
Okay.
Fort Knox.
Um, so a lot of people don't know this. So we actually own physical bars of gold and silver. We own a shit ton of,
Right.
or we're supposed to, right? And then he came
Yes.
back in office and he's like, "Yeah, I think we need to check to make sure that the gold is still there."
Yep.
He's like, "I think I'm going to go down there myself and see if the gold is still there." And but he's
And do
never said
you
anything about it since.
we still don't know if it's there or not? Because
We don't,
they never said they never he went. I remember seeing the news stuff. He went to Fort Knox and then silence. Complete
right?
silence.
And so now you want to know what you want to go look at now that you know that he went and he saw and didn't say whether or not the gold is there. You guys should go check out the price of silver and look
Right?
at the price of silver over the last 24 months.
Also, if you
It
want to
has
add,
skyrocketed.
Right.
if you want to add to that,
Last time I
go
checked, it was
look at
$78 an ounce.
go look at how large the Venezuelan mine is that has
Of
silver,
silver.
gold, and there's like I think it was like just a little over $1 trillion like worth of different uh
Minerals.
resources. My
It's
brain's struggling to say
they've
resources in
got
there.
they have so many minerals in addition to the silver and gold mines. They've got
There's,
lithium. I mean, basically every
they have rare earth.
mineral that we use today.
If you guys want to look into like a stock that might take off in the near future, watch Rare Earth. Speaking of Siemens, the CEO from Siemens left Siemens and went to the Rare Earth company.
Yeah.
So that's going to be taking off in the very near future.
Well, what does the company do?
Hold on,
What does Rare Earth
I
do?
got to look up the name of it because I can't remember
Okay.
what the name of that company is. It's going to drive me crazy. It's Rare Earth something.
And what's it trading at now? And how long has it been public? And now you're speaking my jam. But back in like 2014, 2015, I started buying silver bars just for shits and giggles. One, because there was everybody around me was getting solar panels on their roofs. And so I started looking into and everybody was doing it and they were so expensive. And I started looking into solar panels. I was like, oh my God, I can't afford that. But they were saying that, you need a lot of silver in order to produce all these solar panels. And that silver is used in so many different things and things that were growing, right? Like, solar, green energy, just a ton of stuff, electric vehicles, all that stuff. It needs a ton of silver. Satellites, all kinds of stuff need a ton of silver. So I was like, oh, this is fun. I'll just start buying silver bars. And I started buying a bunch of silver bars every month, just like 2 or 3 every month for a couple of years. And then I just threw them, just kept them in the safe and didn't think anything of them until I was getting separated. And then I'm like, whoop, in the box, here we go. And then, now we keep them in a safe and stuff. And then anyway, a couple of months ago, I check the price every so often. So just like 2 years ago, I was like, what is going on with silver?
Okay,
So
so the names of the
company's
companies.
called USA Rare Earth.
Yeah, there's USA Rare Earth, there's Canada Rare Earth, and there is America's Rare Earth.
Yeah,
And they're all corporations.
the one the CEO of Siemens, the US CEO of Siemens went to was the USA Rare Earth, which
Okay.
I literally opened up the stock page to look at it and see where it is right now. And as I was looking at it, watched it go from plus 2.05 to plus 2.37 in a matter of less than a minute.
But
What's
so they
what's it?
pull up things like it's like I don't know how to say it correctly, neodymium. I don't know if I'm saying I don't think I'm saying that right. But it's materials used for electric vehicles, MRI machines, your phones, pretty much all the technology that we use today. These are the materials that we have to for these technologies, and
Okay,
it's
that
taking
that
off.
right. But what is this company? They're selling stock in the materials themselves, or what?
Well, you can buy
What is?
stock in the
It's the
company, is what I'm
mining.
saying. But
So
they mine this stuff, and then they create technology with it. They help fuel the technology space with it.
What's the share price?
um, Hold on, I just closed the damn thing.
How old is this company?
They're not very old.
Well, come here, bubbies.
You're not a puppy. Get off me. Really, dude?
Come here, bubbies.
Gone. You're not a puppy.
And he sits on you.
Bruh.
Like
You maybe
17
hey,
a share.
you guys, the USA Rare Earth just filed an SEC change in beneficial ownership. That was December 22nd of 2025. They just filed it. And then they filed another one on January 5th, 2026, same Form 4, changes in beneficial ownership.
Yeah, okay,
to
so
who?
it's like $17 a share, but it's been around. It was founded back in 2019.
Yeah.
Let me look it up because I didn't know when it was found back in.
How many share? You should say how many shares are traded. Like how
Oh,
many? How many?
I'm on their website looking at that. I think Paris has the stock prices. I'm just looking at the company to see. Like, I
I
wanted to see if who it was.
I want to know how many shares the company has. Like how many shares? Rare Earth. Hang on, I'm gonna go look. Paris just sent it to me.
Why are you sitting on Dad like that? That's weird.
I guess he's comfortable. Oh, it's whatever.
Are you comfortable?
Oh, I can't.
I didn't need your tail in my face.
Nothing to see here. Healer doing healer shit.
Jesus. One moment. No, no ducks. Oh no,
Oh, he's
you
got
brought rope.
He's
You're
gonna
gonna
throw it.
You're gonna throw that and hit me in the face.
I can't use Yahoo Finance
That's
as
a
a
huge
website for my life.
swing. So it's 52-week swing is between.
One day. Where's the freaking?
Oh, there.
There we go. That's what I want. I'm like, where's
So,
my?
hold on.
I was trying to look at the year chart and it didn't. I
Bro.
couldn't find it.
Oh, mind him. He's just gonna aim that right at you.
What you doing? Hey.
Started leveling out more back in like December, and that was right around the time that it sounds like they changed that. They filed that SEC filing. So I don't know what they're doing, but from what I've heard, it sounds like there's going to be a lot more push for that type of thing in the near future. Yeah, like the data centers are the big thing right now. Like, and those rare earth, that like USA Rare Earth is going to be, they're going to be making a lot of big deals with like big, like the other top companies for these data centers that are going in that I fucking despise. I hate data centers. Oh, they piss me off.
Nothing wrong with data centers.
I prefer trees, in fact. So
Come on up here, Momos.
I'm a hippie, and I think those things are going to like take us out.
Whoa.
Not super hippie, but hippie enough that I think those things are going to be the demise.
If you'd like to know actually what's in them, I can tell you because I used to help build them.
I mean, I know what's in them. I just don't. I don't like the idea of
If you're planning on investing in this USA Rare Earth, you need to do it now, because in the past 5 days they've gone up over 10%.
Yeah.
And they are. I can't see how many shares they have. I don't know how to read this, but They opened. All I'm saying is if this is something that you're interested in and you are in the stock market, not only does everyone say it's a strong buy, but the Venezuela thing just spiked this company.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more. That's why, like, I've been watching the rare earth situation for like the last couple months now, so just monitoring it. But the way that everything's going right now, it's going to pick up.
Oh, it's gonna skyrocket. So I mean, it's $17.28 a share right now, and it's only gonna go up.
Well, and what caught my attention, like, was because, like, so I watch like the business news and shit like that because I'm a fucking nerd. Anyways, and it was on there that I had seen, like, when you'd mentioned that company, like, it was on there that I had seen that the CEO left to go to Rare Earth and had been with them for fucking ages, left to go to Rare Earth. And I was like, oh, if she's moving to Rare Earth, then there's something to it.
I guarantee you, she's bringing Siemens engineering and technology with her.
Oh, watch any public contract information.
They're shorting that. They're shorting rare earth. Investors are shorting rare earth. It's not a good. It's not a good purchase.
They're shorting it.
They're shorting it. Yeah,
Why?
because they think the stock price is going to drop.
Well, of course it's going to drop once we invade another mineral-rich company.
Or
Right,
we try to invade Greenland like a bunch of fucking idiots.
Yeah, they're shorting the hell out of it. So,
Into the
and it's like 230,000 unexplained.
Oh, it has a large amount of short interest.
Whoa.
Because the appreciating price.
Right. So,
that was weird.
okay, so a lot of the big investment houses, they own or they have short positions in rare earth minerals, and so what they're trying to drive they're trying to drive silver down right now. That's the problem. Is that like Bear Stearns, all these big broker houses are trying to